So welcome to my early morning stream. I originally had this set for 11, and because I got up early, I changed it to early. Sage is homesick. She's sleepy now, so I figured this was like the best time to do it. So, all right, what am I even doing today? First, let me say hi to everyone. Welcome members, Patreon, subs, everyone in between. Today's a little different. Today, I am doing a reaction video from Burnt Toast last night. So let me tell you how this even came up. I almost went live at like 2:30 in the morning last night. I'm like, you know what? This would not be a good idea. Let me just hold this off till tomorrow. I'll do it first thing in the morning and be done. Yes, Kathy, that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm glad you came in here. I totally forgot yesterday. Well, Phoenix went to school. Dayton's at school, but Sage is home. So, okay. Last night after I got off my live, I went to paint, which I got a lot done, by the way, but I needed something to listen to. And I'm like, who's on? Like, there's nobody on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So then I remembered Burnt Toast was on from when I was on, and she had like a 2.5 hour live. I'm like, sweet, this will get me through the night because her voice is nice and calm. And yet I know the people she's talking about, so it kind of works out. Well, lo and behold, I'm listening to her. Now, mind you, me and Burnt Toast, hey MJ, have like night and day personalities. She's very calm. She doesn't curse. She's maybe she does curse. I don't know. I never heard her curse. But her demeanor is just totally different than mine. So normally I wouldn't listen to her like 'cause she doesn't get ramped up. But last night she was really on point with a lot of stuff. Like most of the stuff she said, I couldn't have said better. But she kind of stopped and I'm screaming at the computer, my phone. I'm like, oh my God, dude, say this. But she didn't. So that's where I was like ready to bust. Then she said a couple of things that I have to correct her on. First, I want everyone to know, and everyone knows this, but just in case, I don't need anybody coming back and being like, oh, you're just mad she didn't say you. Okay, I am not a true crime channel. I am a case discussion channel. There is a big difference. And a true crime channel to me is like Bailey Sarian, Stephanie Harlow. That's a true crime channel. Everybody else is a case discussion channel. Unless you throw in zero opinion. Once you throw in your opinion, you're a case discussion channel. Just like she's a commentary channel. You know, I wouldn't call her a true crime channel. I wouldn't call her a, I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to think of, like a good term. That chapter. He is great. I like him. He's a true crime channel. He reports a crime, no opinion, straight facts. Know nothing about him other than he's from Ireland, he's adorable, and he has a great accent, and he does great stories. That's a true crime channel. Hey Yarn, a case discussion channel gives opinions, gives thoughts, puts their spin on things. That's what a case discussion channel is. I know a lot of people want to say they're true crime. They're not true crime at all. They are a case discussion channel. They just don't want to admit it. She also said about Gray Use. Now, I like Gray. I'm a member to Gray. I don't have any problems with Gray at all whatsoever. But Gray will call you an idiot if you disagree with him. He'll be like, nah, you're an idiot. That's just Gray's thing. So to say that Gray doesn't snap back at people, yeah, he does. And he snaps back hard if you don't agree with him. So that's one thing I want to straighten out. Totally agree with her about chasing. About chasing truth. Absolutely agree with her. I'm a member to her as well. The one person that she said, Reagan, you're going to love me for this. But the one person she said that I absolutely disagree with her, and she needs to hear this, was John Crimes. John Crimes is a male version of the exact people that you do commentary on, if not worse. Please do not promote a completely narcissistic, arrogant, exactly just me. And she was promoting him last night as true crime. He's not true crime at all. He is a male LOL cow. And does he do good videos? Yeah, if he didn't put his face front and center all the time. So all I'm going to say is if you want, you got a lot of people in your live burn toast, please do some background on the people you're promoting before saying it. And you are very analytical, and this isn't a down on you or anything. Just when I hear people promote someone like him, it cringes me. I just cringe. So exactly, Yarn. And his track record is doxing, his sickness speaks for itself. So just do some background. That's one of the main things, probably one of the only main things that I disagreed with her on. And I cringed when she said it. And I just needed to say that. And the only reason why he's not coming after or doxing us anymore, us meaning me and Tiffany, is because WAG, my stalker, went ahead and shut him down, basically. So that's the only reason. It's not because he grew up. It's not because of, he's now a better person. No, it's because WAG scared him, because John can't fight with a man. John can only go after women who ignore him. So yeah, how you don't see what a narcissistic piece of shit he is beyond my comprehension. But hey, carry on. I'm not making this whole thing about that. The other thing I want to say is, real quickly, before I get back into burnt toast, is someone had showed me some screenshots from somebody's live last night. All I'm going to say, I'm not going to get too into it, but I will say to Wanda, you need to get the fuck over this. You got all your money. You need to get over this. I don't know what the fuck you're still carrying on about how I hurt you and how everybody hurts you. Nobody else got hurt in all the years since you left. So please stop this over dramatic, poor me, poor me, poor me. It's old. It's from 2018. It's time to move on. I'm sorry you don't like the fundraiser I did for you, but you got all your money. Now move the fuck on already. I thought we were past this until somebody told me that you were talking shit again from something from 2018, that you were talking shit and a whole chat was all over it. Bitch, please. I'm over this. Stop. Just fucking stop. And the letter that I received, yes, that was 100% real. So sorry if you don't want to hear the truth, my stalker, but it's time to move on. It really is time to move on. And I saw another screenshot from the same chat of some girl, I don't know, even know her name. Something, Sammy, and not my Sammy, I guess a different Sammy, who's like, oh, she lives in my heart. Bitch, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Like, sorry, I don't ever think of you, ever. Like, I don't give a fuck. And to be honest with you, from once I heard who you were, if the guy that I liked or was dating was talking about some other chick every fucking day, I think I'd run as fast as I could. Just saying. All right. So that's all I wanted to talk about that. Moving on. Let's get back here. All right. So I'm not going to play the stuff about Molly being high as fuck, because that's not what threw me over the edge. That I just kind of laughed at. But I agree with her. Molly was probably high as fuck. So Burn Toast found something out that most of us, I don't think, knew. I know I didn't know, but it's pretty interesting stuff. I'm going to use her clip to explain it, but I'll give you the rundown. So you know how we all knew that JLR wrote that article about crude as fuck and, you know, going after someone. Someone had said that it was JLR's print, that it was JLR is the one that wrote that. And there was no reason for anyone to doubt that. I completely agreed with her. It probably was. Well, look what Burnt Toast found out. This is like super, super interesting. Hold on.
I don't know what she does. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have a job. But this is her second stream from yesterday. And they do this again. I like, come on now. Come on. Let's see. It was awesome. This confirms everything. Again, I don't know if it.
She accidentally doxed Andrea's ex-husband. I don't think she did it on purpose because Burnt Toast is not really a doxer. But I looked it up because I'm one of those people. I'm nosy. All right. So let me screen share.
Wow. Yes. So, yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. Wow. Okay. So, here's also something very interesting that I found. Remember that website that had the article about crude and the lawsuit that got dismissed because there was no evidence?
Hey, Susan.
And it was by a website named Your Content. That was the actual name of the site. And so guess what I found? And also some other people also sent me some of these links. So JLR.
Let me just say, like, JLR isn't sketchy enough. Listen to this. And I could have like reworded it, but it sounded like she put some serious effort into finding this. So I want to give her the credit, but check this out. This is mind blowing.
Claims to work for that website. And so apparently the boss of that website. Yeah. So we'll start with this one. So this is the guy who's in charge of that website. And he's in Pennsylvania, and he actually was, I can honestly see why him, JLR, and Andrew get along so well, because they are exactly the same. Thank you, Heather Marie. I appreciate that for listening, so I don't have to. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I think somebody tagged me. Since she likes to eat laxatives, how many times do you think she had? Oh, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. Oh, Lordy. Okay. So this right here, this is really, really interesting. So yeah, he was busted for impersonating a journalist. Sound familiar? And so if you look down here, he actually tried to impersonate a producer from Good Morning America. He also in emails, let's see. He was also involving a government agency in an attempt to attain government documents. So that's fun. He also posted a racist email to his site, YC News, purportedly from a supervisor of the Delaware County Adult Probation and Parole Services.
Tell me this doesn't. Why would this surprise you? Welcome back, Reagan. Why would this surprise you that these people, this guy is connected to JLR and fucking Andra? Just more scam artists pretending to be something they're not. Like, I wasn't surprised. I was like, just wow.
But they found out, investigators determined that the email, which used the N-word, was completely fabricated by the guy. Right. And so it said that the Delaware County District Attorney said that he will use any means to create false narrative. Prosecutors said that he has a rap sheet that includes using a burner phone to make prank phone calls, doctoring videos from rappers Ice-T and Snoop Dogg as false evidence, and using forged paperwork to obtain a vehicle license plate that identifies him as a journalist. Right. So this is the website that JLR works for. This is his friend. This is Andrew's friend. Right. Birds of a feather, right? So that was in 2019. So this is November 2021. Same guy. The former editor and
now remember, November 2021 is after the laundry case. That's after we found out what was going on with laundry and everything.
Chief of the online news site Your Content was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in a state prison Wednesday for creating a fake racist email that he attributed to the Delaware County Adult Probation and Parole Supervisor in a debunked 2019 story. So yeah, yep. So yeah, I'll give you guys the links to that. So this is the link to that one.
Hey,
and let me go back to this one. So this is the site that JLR claims he works for and is a real journalist. So you know what that means, JLR? You're a liar.
Exactly, Bree. And that's where I started to lose my shit, because that's where me and Burnt Toast are different, that she stopped where I was screaming. So that's what we're going to get to.
Here. And before I get to that, when he was coming home, when he was in the police station and they were giving back his bag of like his phone and his watch and his wallet and all that stuff.
Hey, Glamorous
he
Life.
was saying to them, I hope I never do this again. I don't want to.
Oh, anyone that follows Ernie Shell, listen to this.
All the people that they hang out with, all the people that are kind of they're connected to, they all seem to have the same extracurricular activities, shall we say. Yeah, Ernie did go to jail. And it's funny because some of the people in her chat were like, no, he actually has type 2 diabetes. And I was like, I don't know if that's true or not, but he did a video, like he went live, and I have the video. I don't know if he deleted it, but I have the stream that he did when he was coming home, when he was in the police station and they were giving back his bag of like his phone and his watch and his wallet and all that stuff. And he was saying to them, I hope I never do this again. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of getting arrested. And he was talking about how he wasn't going to get arrested for drugs anymore. So I don't want to hear any of this bullshit that supposedly it was because he had diabetes. No, I saw the video, and I actually had that as well, of him absolutely tweaking out of his mind, walking up and down a busy highway, like absolutely out of his mind. Okay, so he was fucking on drugs.
I don't know who Ernie is. People talk about him. People come on my chat and talk about him. But I just wanted to show you guys, for those that do follow him, that's what she said.
He was on drugs. So if she actually said this or not, and you know me, I'm not going to say something unless I have proof. Now, her stream was very blurry because she has terrible, like, McDonald's Wi-Fi. Oh, you got to see the one of him in the cab asking 2 different people if they're going to shoot him. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's just really funny. So this is what the stream that she did. This is her second stream on March 2nd. So this was yesterday. She did 3 streams. No, she did 4 streams yesterday. I don't know.
See, Steffa, that's what Burnt Toast was saying. I don't watch him, so I have no idea what she was talking about. But I know a lot of you guys do follow him. So yeah, but she's right though. They're all connected.
But she does. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have a job. But this is her second stream from yesterday, and these are different clips from that. And in this, she does talk about dropping secret recordings that she has of people. You know, we talked about that, you know, throwing all these other people out there, making, tying up judicial, law enforcement resources for these wild goose chases just to get them off the backs of. Also, she's eating. Oh my gosh. Why do these people have to eat on camera?
I 100% agree with that. Stop eating on camera. It is fucking gross. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to. I understand there are times that you're starving. So mute yourself, put on music, do something. Stop eating on fucking camera. I used to yell at Molly for this. And now she's saying that this one is, oh my God, just stop.
Okay, it's really gross. Now remind you, and I do have this recorded, and I will be letting this recording go. And it's Benny on the phone with.
Okay, here's a word to the wise of any fucking YouTuber. If you have something you want to play, then fucking play it. Don't say, oh, well, I'll play it tomorrow. I'll play it next week. No, play it fucking now or don't say it at all. I hate when people do that. If my kids tell me, oh, I got to tell you something, but I'll tell you later. Oh, hell no. Hell no. There is no, hey, Rocco, there is no, I'll tell you later. Fucking play it, Betty. If you have this on Benny, then fucking play it. Because when somebody says, oh, I'll play it for another time, why are you even mentioning it? That tells me you have to create it first, or you hopefully have to get it recorded, or you're altering something. Because if you have it, then fucking play it. Nothing gets under my skin more.
With me telling me he has Don Wells under contract. You know, people called me a liar when I said that. I have it recorded, and I will be releasing it in the near future. I want to make sure I got all the right information done.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, tell me, what the fuck is that? If you have to get all your ducks in order, it's a fucking recording. What do you need from that recording? Like, oh my God, it was driving me nuts when I heard that. Just driving me nuts. If you're playing something, then just fucking play it. Are you trying to create hype when there isn't any? Exactly.
Prior to that, but that will be forthcoming. I've got Benny Keys on the phone with me talking about this contract that everybody called me a liar about, saying that there is no contract between Benny and Don Wells. There it. Betty, you just admitted to a crime, you fucking dumbass. In your state,
God,
you have to get consent from
Lindsay.
the other person.
Let me put this out here too, because there is some big confusion. My Lindsay is not Natasha Cooper's Lindsay. I don't know if Lindsay should put like an extra E on her name or something, but there seems to be some confusion. People in Granny's Watching chat thinks my Lindsay is Natasha's Lindsay. Lindsay is a completely different Lindsay. I needed to put that out there. Okay, I'll go back now.
You have to, one, let them know that you're recording before you hit the record button. And you have to get consent, meaning they agree to that. So I don't know how to contact Benny, but if she does.
Yeah, off subject for a second. Brenda, Lindsay was like, why does everyone in Granny's Watching hate me? They think I'm fat, blah, blah, blah. I said, dude, they don't think it's you. I said, they think you're Natasha Cooper's Lindsay. That's why. She's like, no, they meant me. I said, no, they're talking about Natasha Cooper's Lindsay. They think you're the same person. I am so sorry. My Lindsay is not that Lindsay. Because I've seen my Lindsay. She's very skinny and beautiful. She's a bitch, but no, I'm just kidding.
Start dropping recordings of the phone conversation. Like, I absolutely think that he should file a police report. Because until people start like holding these, like, her accountable, she's just going to keep doing it because she thinks these rules do not apply to her. She does not realize that there's boundaries, there's guardrails, there's laws, there's rules, and it applies to her as well as everyone else. But I'm sorry, that's a really shitty thing to do. And also think about this. If she recorded that phone conversation, that means it's not the first time she's done that. So who else has she recorded phone conversations of? Now, number one. And number two, it means it's premeditative. It means that she premeditatively.
Now, in Burnt Toast's defense, if Betty hadn't have gone so far as to take Crew to court and all this other nonsense, I don't think Betty would even be acknowledging the recorded call. But the fact that Burnt and Crude are such good friends and she did that, of course Burnt's going to be like, take her to court, do this, do that. And I absolutely agree with her. I'd be the exact same way.
Use something, some kind of recording device, and thought, I'm going to record this conversation. So she probably had no idea what he was going to say, and she just recorded him, which means more than likely she records a lot more than what she's saying here.
Agreed.
So this wasn't just something. I guarantee you that if she's the type of person that is recording all these phone calls, that means she's recording almost all of her phone calls, and she's probably keeping DMs and all of these things. So I'm telling you right now, if you've ever been on the phone with her, she's probably recorded you. If you've ever had a private conversation with her, DMs or emails or anything like that, she's the type of person that's just going to drop stuff when you make her mad.
Yep, I agree with that.
Someone go screen grab it. I don't want to miss it. Yeah, I will give these clips, and I have the full stream raw if he needs that unedited as well. He can clip anything on my channel. Anybody has permission to clip. It's all, you don't even need my permission. It's fair use. As long as you're not mirroring it, it's fair use. But yeah, this is kind of creepy when you're telling people that you you're just recording people, and because he's pissing you off, now you're going to drop it. It kind of really shows what kind of person you are, Andrew. I'm just saying.
Is, and I've got proof. I held that close to the vest for an appropriate time to release it.
So she has now said this like 4 or 5 times, then fucking release it. But of course not. She won't release it. She's going to wait and build up hype that nobody really gives a fuck about anyway.
And we'll be doing so in the near future.
In the near future. Why? Do you have to create it first? Because that's what I think. Sounds to me like she's got to create this recording first, and then she'll drop it.
So I just thought I'd let you guys know.
But Benny played that convo on his channel. She's lying. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And that's why I'm saying that regardless of whether she's lying about the content of the phone call or not, the fact, just the act of her recording him without his consent, without his knowledge, is against the law where she lives, period. So in her words,
you've got a contract with somebody that's, doing work for them. And I'm curious about what that contract entails.
Now, let me also state, I don't know who lies more, Benny or Andra, but they're both big liars. So it's kind of hard. She released a call. Burnt Toast plays it. It didn't say anything. He lied in it, but it didn't say anything. Absolutely, Tommy.
What that contract entails, because, is it a mafia style contract?
Yeah, so that's the other thing.
Now, this is what I picked up. If you spoke to him about this and he said this, wouldn't you have asked him this initially? If someone said to me, I have a contract with so-and-so, if Kathy said I have a contract with Candice and Don, the very first question I would ask as a quote unquote reporter is, what does the contract entail? I think any normal person, that would be their first thought. So she's saying that Benny said this to her, but yet she never, ever mentions it. She never asks him, what does his contract entail? Okay.
Thing that she said, which may not be in this stream, but she literally says that all of the channels that are doing commentary on her, let me see if I can get this right, because she said it like a boomer. She was like, they are the mafia of the YouTubes. That was her exact words. Yeah, okay.
No offense to Burnt Toast, but I don't consider her a mafia of YouTube. Just saying.
You know, what does that entail? I'm curious.
That should have been your question as soon as Benny said it. This is why I don't believe Benny ever said it.
So we will be bringing that forthcoming. I got to find the videos, but I definitely know that they're recorded and that I did save them. So
that's the 5th time now she said it. So now she's saying she doesn't know where the recording is. She's got to find it, which tells me then she's going to come back and say, oh, I must have lost the recording. That was said on a call between him and Penny, not her phone all with him. Thank you, Texas girl. Okay, so Tex Girl said that was said on a call between him and Penny. Interesting. Not with her. Okay.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? I mean, what's the worst that can happen to me at this point, right? They've already tried to take my channel. They've already tried to humiliate me. They already tried to say that I've been arrested 42 times.
No one's tried to take your channel. But I love hearing the targeted citizen conspiracy theories, though. Like, literally, no one has tried to take your...
Yeah, I'm going to address that too, Wispy. Actually, Burnt Toast addresses that.
Channel down. You've received no strikes. I like, who is... Like, your channel is still up, so I don't know what you're talking about. And you have been arrested a lot. In multiple counties. So just stop it.
They called me a racist.
You are racist.
They say I'm a homophobe.
You are a homophobe. You say the F slur as a pejorative, like you were literally screaming it at Crude. That's why it was so interesting today that you had a woman on your channel today, Betty. And so I found her on Twitter and I was kind of looking through her stuff and I'm like, oh, she claims to be an LGBTQ ally. Really? Isn't it interesting that she chooses to go on a channel of someone who screams the F slur? Okay.
So, I'm just still trying to figure out what else can they possibly do to me. I mean, they've already rang me through the ringer. They've already put all my past business out there. No.
You put your past business out there. You're the one talking about your personal business, your father's relationship, you and your mom. You overshare all of your shit online, and then you get mad because people have an opinion. And if you think that my channel is running you through the ringer, you ain't seen nothing yet. You better pray to God that drag does not start reviewing you. You better hope that he doesn't do that, because he will drag your ass through the mud.
Nothing that I do now. So what's the worst that can happen to me at this time?
Okay, this is where Burnt Toast stops and I start. What about all the shit that you did to Candice and Don? What about all of the things that you did to Candice and Don? Welcome, Bobby Pin. What about them? You act like you're so innocent. How dare anybody talk about your shit? If you remember correctly, you and JLR sat there and a lot of us fucking cringed. And I said something to Marissa at the time. But you sat there saying how their past, let me see if I can quote this correctly. Their past is a direct link into who they are today. Something along those lines. That was not an exact quote, but it was something along those lines. That the indication, what they did in the past really lets you know who they are now. Something like that. And guess what, Betty? Guess what? You're saying that your past doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Try again.
Right? You can't trust me? Oh, they've already said that. Been there, done that. So, oh, and an arsonist. That's right. Because when I said I was going to use my political platform to burn a friend's political house down, I became an arsonist and a violent person to boot. Forgot about that.
Well, you are a violent person because, like you said, past behavior should dictate how we view people's current.
Thank you. She just said it. All right. So she said it the way Betty said it. I knew I screwed it up, but you guys got the idea.
Behavior. I mean, you say that all the time. So I'm just using your own, like, I'm just keeping the same energy, you know? But no, like, people are not calling you an arsonist. But let's just be very clear about the context in which you said that. You were talking about targeting his house where his kids are. That's what you said. That's the that
I haven't already gone through YouTube, right? They did the same crap to me when we first made debut on TikTok. And as you guys can see on my TikTok account, we still push through that as well.
Okay, Andra, I hate to burst your little fucking head or your big head. It doesn't take much to live near a crime scene, go there and make videos of it. Your TikTok is nothing more than Brian Laundrie. If you were really into that case, anybody that went to the laundry house, their channels blew up. You chose TikTok. You were posting 20-second videos of being in front of the laundry's house. Olivia blew up because of that. That doesn't take talent. Your TikTok isn't blowing up because you have talent. Your TikTok isn't blowing up because you're good looking. Your TikTok isn't blowing up because you got a great body and you're dancing half naked. TikTok, your TikTok blew up, literally blew up due to the fact that you were standing in front of laundry's house. So let's narrow that fucking head and let's get back to reality. All right. Show some talent of you blowing up. That's one thing. But your TikTok is nothing more than exploiting Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito. So just sit the fuck down.
Still push that through as well. So this is not in any way to egg people on, but, you know, why not come out with some of the information that I still possess? That's all I'm saying.
So here you're fully admitting not only that you're breaking the law, but you're doing it in retaliation because you're mad at him. Wow. Okay. I hope that he does get a police report on you.
But that's what I'm saying. Burnt Toast is right about a lot of shit she's saying, but she kind of cuts it, and that's where I take over.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
What's up, Reaper?
Criminal, racist, arsonist, homophobic, liar. There we go.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
I summed it up in like 2 seconds, and they've been dragging it out for 3 months. I wonder if it's just for money and clicks and likes.
And Andra would know if something is for views, clicks, and likes. Wouldn't you, Andra? Yes, you would.
Nope.
Yeah, I have a job, Andrew. I don't need this to pay my bills. You know that thing that you refuse to get because you want to live off of the government and other people's donations? When you're perfectly capable of getting off that fat ass and getting a job. That.
Oh, she made plenty off of Summer Wells. Plenty, Wispy. Yeah, don't let anybody kid you. She made thousands upon thousands, like over 20,000. I know this for a fact.
You're talking about yourself here.
It can't be, because that's what they keep saying I'm in it for. Sorry, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. Let's get back to work. There we have it. So again, we actually have somebody recording at the scene.
There she goes, eating again while talking.
How cool is that?
Eating again.
Thank you, Anissa. That was awesome. But how cool is that? I don't know.
Close your mouth when you eat. or not eat on camera. Oh my gosh.
That guy is. So I can't even give him credit because I have no idea who he is. But kudos to whoever you were. You rock. That's dedication. That's what we need around the country. We need folks like me, like him.
No, we don't. Just saying.
Like people that get out there and really try to get this stuff breaking as quickly as possible to the phone.
You mean crackheads with no pants on, who say that they're a recovering addict, but they still drink every night and brag about it. Yeah, I don't think we need more of those kinds of people. Just saying.
Oh,
All right, let me also say this. We need more people like Adventures with Purpose. That's who goes out there and actually makes shit happen. Betty, I'm sorry, you're not Adventures with Purpose or any of these other people. They actually go out and solve crimes. They actually go out and do things to help families. That's what we need more of. And you know what? They don't take any donations. They don't ask for donations. They don't have anything scrolling at their bottom saying, I need to go see a family. Donate, me. No, they don't. I've seen them go live and they definitely get super chats. But they've built their careers, and probably, I wouldn't doubt if some of them are ex-cops who retired by 50. And now they're Adventures with Purpose. And there's other ones like that. I just don't know what they are because I think they all work together. But thank you, Donna. But they really make a difference. They really go out there and help families. You don't. You've never helped anybody. And you took credit for something that I gave you props on that wasn't even you. I found out afterwards. But you and JLR certainly took props for it.
and some because he believes his daughter was there. But
I'm going to get to all that, MJ.
Just a week before, he told me that he knows his daughter's not alive.
When did he say that? When did he say that, Andra? Just prove it. You record everything, prove it.
Okay. He called me on the phone, which I had recorded.
So then play it. She does it again. Everything is, well, I have it recorded, but I'm not going to play it.
Telling me to look at Dudley and John.
Wait.
It sounded to me like he had a...
So you've also recorded Dawn. So now it's two people, two different instances.
Yeah, they are legit 501c. They're great. If help was misspoken and harass was the word, then she's right. Exactly.
That you have broken the law, secretly recording people without their consent. Okay.
Own to pick with Dudley, as opposed to him actually believing that Dudley did anything with his daughter. But guess
you, MGL, paid this Dudley Dudhead for an interview, which you didn't have to, but because you needed some kind of content to justify the fucking $15,000 you guys made for this trip, you decided, let's pay Dudley because he's so important. Nobody else thought Dudley was important except you and your idiot friends. Just saying.
Guess what? We went out there and talked to Dudley.
Yeah, so whoever, I don't know if Dawn and Candice actually have lawyers. Have no idea. I keep hearing that they do. Other people are saying that they don't. I don't know what the truth is. But if they do have lawyers, they probably need to look into this. Because she absolutely will drop these recordings to try to fuck up the case. And I'm sorry, but that's fucked up. She recorded Dawn's probation officer too. Yep, she sure did. She sure did. And people are like, well, how is she getting away with it? It's because people are not filing police reports. People aren't pursuing it. They aren't being the squeaky wheel that she likes to be.
Oh, she dropped the BK that shows her and Benny talking about a contract?
That's why. So
I'll let you hear that verbatim about the contract aspect and see what you guys think. But there was definitely conversations related to that. When I had him on the phone, I gave him the Spanish Inquisition too, because he was blocking me from talking to Don. So, hey, you've been around him, you know him. What about this? What about that? And if I'm going to have a phone call, I'm definitely going to be I'm going to be questioning anybody and everybody I can to get some information, right? That's what I do freely here. That's what I do. We bring facts in, but we also speculate and provide opinions on the.
Okay. Now, I am not trying to be an asshole. Okay. But if someone that looks as unprofessional as Betty wants to talk to me, I'm going to laugh in her face. When you interview somebody, you don't go there with 4 cameras in their fucking face. That's not how you interview people. You don't go there with burnt out hair, like looking like a total fucking scrub, unshowered for days, which is MGL. That's how you guys went and interviewed people. That's not professional at all whatsoever. You want to be taken as professional, but you look like garbage. If you want people to take you seriously, then look serious. It's just the way it is. So I'm sorry that, like, cut your hair, go just look like a professional if you want to be taken like a professional. Just saying. Hair's classic. Looks like business up front, party in the back. And what do you call the bottom?
Those facts that we bring in. And there's.
I thought you said you only do facts in your channel, Betty.
Yeah, it's hair,
Like,
straw hair.
Then this is why you're a drama channel. This is why you're not true crime.
Reagan, hold your breath here. This is where you're going to get upset.
You're admitting it. That you mix a little bit of facts with a bunch of speculation and opinions and gossip.
I don't think she even does facts.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as that's disclosed up front to all the people that watch here, you know, and especially some of these cases, because we go out there, because we talk to people, because we get interviews, because we see the scenes.
Interviews with fucking morons is like me interviewing Benny and saying, Benny is the cat's meow. That's what it looks like. So your interviews, Betty, are a fucking joke, because anyone with class is going to take one look at you and be like, who would hire you? What reputable person would ever hire you? So your interviews are like ones you have to pay for, like Dudley. That's your interviews. Show me who else you interviewed. Standing in front of Don Wells' house, screaming like a fucking lunatic. What interview? You suck. You guys interviewed Allie. It was the worst interview I have ever come across in my entire life. When you interview somebody, you don't get them riled up. You don't get them screaming. Like, you guys are fucking clueless. Just saying.
See where, in many cases, track the steps of what was.
Thank you, Susan.
Said in, you know. For example, you know, we track the steps of everything that Candice said that they went. And every place that they went, we went.
First of all, you didn't track the steps. Me and Pretty with Pistols and Amzy, we actually tracked the steps. You were going there to buy pot, according to you. You weren't going there to track the steps. We were there the last day, and we tracked the steps. You guys hadn't done any of that until we got there. You were too busy drinking in your fucking room or standing in front of Don Wells' house. All of a sudden, me and Pretty with Pistols, or I go live, say exactly what I'm doing. Next thing you know, you guys are doing the exact same path. So save your bullshit, Andra, for real.
And so, you know, we do cover quite a bit. And because of that, we do make our opinions known on this channel. And
actually, you don't. There are so many times where you have said things very emphatically, and you have not only presented them as a fact, but you have flat out told people it's a fact, folks. It's a fact. It's a fact. In reality, it's your opinion. It's your biases. It's like,
Yep.
Speculation, telephone game, and then you're repeating it as a fact. That's what's getting you in trouble. That's why I've told people, if you want to know about the Summer Wells case, like for real, like the actual facts, you need to go to Chasing Truth.
Which I'll agree with. That's the one person I'll agree with. Reagan, hold your breath right here.
Gray Hughes.
The Gray Hughes is factual, but he will call you an idiot. Let's call a spade a spade. But I love my Gray, but we know he'll call you an idiot.
You need to go to Cracking Cases.
Absolutely, only on Summer Wells. But they also put a lot of opinion in. And I don't agree with a lot of things they say. I would not go to them for other cases, but for Summer, yeah, possibly. But I just don't agree mixing religion and cases, and that's just me. That's just me.
Channels like that are going to give you the actual facts. And if you ask them, they're going to tell you where the information came from. And they're going to probably, if you ask.
That is true. I will too, but I don't consider myself a true crime channel. So that's why I'm saying I'm not mad she didn't say Laura gives facts, because I don't consider myself true crime. I consider myself a case discussion. She's talking true crime.
Ask them for screenshots or links. They're probably going to give you those as well. Thank you, Platty. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's right. Yeah, she's, it's very odd, her choice of vocabulary words sometimes. But yeah, please don't get your facts about true crime from a drama channel like this. She's a drama channel, period.
And I hope you guys value.
Did she cut out John Weinstein? Because she said it yesterday.
That, but everybody else can take the same information that we provide, the facts that we provide, and come up with a.
Claire, what? Her hairdo auditioned for a crowd member part in the Night Ranger movie, but didn't get it. Okay, that is my favorite comment so far the whole night. And it's funny as fuck. Oh my gosh.
A completely different opinion. And that's okay too. That's okay too. So we just try to keep it respectful in here. Those that want to come in here and comment are more than welcome to come in here and comment, as long as you're respectful to me and respectful to our chat. I'm perfectly fine with that. I know there's some misconceptions that we just block. We don't.
You do block. I behoove you guys to try it. You ask a question that gets her hot and bothered. Just a simple question. You're not calling her names. You're not accusing her of anything. You're just simply asking a question. If she doesn't want to answer it, or she knows that she does not have the proof to refute what you're saying, she's going to lose her shit and you're going to be blocked. I've seen it over and over and over again.
I don't watch her to confirm or deny.
It's really funny. She's stuck in the 80s. She is. Did somebody say Tiger King? Bruh, that is, she's like, okay. She's like if Tiger King and Dog the Bounty Hunter had a baby. Boom. That's her heritage, folks. Right there.
Oh, we just don't like rude people. We don't like gaslighters. We don't like trolls.
The queen of gaslighting says she doesn't like gaslighters. Typical narcissist.
Yeah. So what she's not saying is that her definition of a troll are people who answer the question. Morning. This is her. I had to start labeling them, as you could see at the top, because she's doing so many streams per day. I think the stream that she's doing right now is probably her third stream today. I don't know. I lost count. You should print t-shirts of her as Dog the Bounty Hunter. You will sell. I don't know if that's copyright. I don't know if he'll probably come after me, but that's funny. But between her and the Forgotten Chick, they really have the case twisted. They do. Carol Baskin. I remember listening to this. Okay, this is a little crazy.
Period. In this day and age, the buddy system works. Being skeptical of anybody driving behind you is okay. The idea that it is bad to teach your children to stereotype and things like that. You know, when it comes to their safety, who cares? I really don't care. Is it politically?
When it comes to their safety, stereotyping is okay. Stereotyping is never okay. If a white person pulls up behind me at 2:00 in the morning, I will be just as scared if it's a black person. Stereotyping ever is not okay. Ever is not okay. Because that's what's going to get you killed. Because you're going to think that the white person is safe to pull over for. No, it's not. That's how people get kidnapped and killed. Because majority of serial killers are white. Almost 90% of school shooters are white. Serial killers are white. So I don't think you should be stereotyping anybody because it's not okay. Because the white kid going to school is going to blow up the fucking school. Not the black kid. They're not blowing up fucking schools, but the white kids are. So you probably want to back that statement up, Bullhorn Betty. And I'd be more scared of a white person in school than I would a black person. Because again, the history of school shootings are not done by blacks. So you might want to rethink that stereotyping.
Correct. I don't care. You know, at the end of the day, we want to make sure the children come home and come home safely.
Yeah, okay. So she doesn't want people to call her racist, but she does all this racist shit. And then she
Amen, Capone. Amen.
openly says that we should teach our kids to stereotype people. The fuck? No, Betty. No.
Bye, Reagan.
We
Love
should not
you.
be doing that. My God. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay.
You know, it looks like there are a lot of cracks that are starting to show in this facade that the Wells have created. And I'm happy to expose them, you know, especially after the torment that I went through bringing this case to light on my own.
Okay. This is the pity party, Battery Betty stream.
I knew what you meant, Emmy Bear.
Okay. So get your tiny violins out. She's been tortured, guys. Right? Not people fighting for their country in Ukraine. No. Not the missing children that she's supposed to be advocating for, you know, right? Not these families who have murdered victims. No, not them.
Hey,
no.
Randanza.
She's the one who's being tormented because she's being asked to show fucking receipts for the things that she says. Apparently that's torment. This is how I know her mother failed her, because she's a spoiled brat. She's an entitled, spoiled Karen. Wow, the nerve of her saying that people disagreeing with her or people asking her to back up what she's saying is torture. Okay, sure. All right.
My own channel and you know, speaking out about my own opinion and my experiences while out in Rogersville, Tennessee. Fences. And, you know, there's no, people wanted to.
I believe right here is when I wanted to put my fist through the wall last night. I think this is where it begins.
Do the spin, right? They want to do the spin. People have a way of spinning things. So when the kids got taken away after Summer went missing, the spin was the mean YouTubers got the kids taken. Trust me.
Okay, that's a straw man fallacy. No one said that.
And I agree with Burnt Toast. It's easy, but I agree with Burnt Toast. Nobody said YouTubers took away their kids. Maybe that's Betty's own mentality, but nobody ever said that, ever.
Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Please do. You will not get blocked. But since I have been watching this, I haven't seen anyone say, oh, it was the YouTubers that got the other kids taken away. I haven't seen anyone make that allegation, Betty. What are you talking about?
Burnt Toast is right.
DCS does not listen to a bunch of YouTubers, and there are
No, they don't. And they're not going to listen to your ass either.
Exactly.
FYI.
opinions about parents. That's not why or what DCS does. They don't listen to that. They don't remove children because people are mean to you. They remove children from a home with due cause.
And regardless of what you're about to say, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Agreed.
The records are sealed. No one knows what they say.
Agreed.
No one knows what their findings are. No one knows shit
Agreed.
about any of that part of the case.
Agreed.
And I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anybody, anyone, I don't care who they are, even if it's your favorite YouTuber, anybody who claims that they know exactly why the kids were taken or exactly why this was happening or that happening pertaining to the kids and CPS, they are lying. The records are,
Thank you, Green-Eyed.
are sealed. We don't know anything about what happened, period.
With due cause, they remove the children from the home. There's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of misinformation that's peddled out there.
Thank you, Heels in the Air, says the YouTuber starting letter campaigns to DCFS.
Yep, I agree with that.
She not only started that campaign, but was trying to incite her entire audience to also follow suit.
Yep.
Thinking that her letter writing campaign was going to change the mind of DCFS.
Yep.
Or CPS,
sure
or whatever
did.
they call it, depending on where you're.
If I remember correctly, weren't they standing in front of CPS because they were protesting CPS? So, but YouTubers won't have any sort of influence on DCF, according to Betty's own words. But why were they standing protesting in front of CPS then, if YouTubers have no effect?
Right. Okay. Isn't that interesting? It's also interesting that she's been shitting on the sheriff for 3 months now. And all of a sudden today she was like, oh, people need to leave him alone. Okay, girl. Okay, I see you.
In YouTube land, I had one person in my chat telling me that if they had charges, they could prove that there was child endangerment and child neglect, they would have to charge them. Well, no, they don't. Because we sat down with the assistant district attorney when we were in Rogersville. And they explained everything.
Really? So now you sat down with the assistant district attorney. The assistant district attorney, in the grand scheme of the ladder of people, is like a secretary. I mean, not really like a secretary, but pretty much. The assistant DA basically just got out of college. And they are assisting the district attorney who probably got out of college not too long before that. On the ladder of getting up, the assistant DA is kind of like a secretary. Like, really, they're a gopher. And they're earning their payback for college. So for her to sit there and be like, and they told us everything. What everything did they tell you? Tell me what everything they told you, because people that know facts like me and Chasing Truth and Cam, we would know all of what the assistant district attorney could possibly tell you about how things work. So if you knew anything about the law, or the chain of command is the word I was looking for, the chain of command, we could tell you how things work. You don't need to be an assistant district attorney to know how things work in a case. Just saying. Thank you, Reagan. Have fun at work. Right, Chasing Truth? Like, please. Like, oh, she drives me fucking nuts.
About the jeopardizing of the case.
He was talking.
I spoke to Ronnie Lawson and she lied about everything. Kathy, I believe you because you live there. Totally believe you.
Talking about you, dum-dum. And you also secretly recorded him too, didn't you? Wow, you got a bad habit of doing that. I bet Baddie's
My three healers. Kathy's in chat.
mom secretly watches Burnt Toast laughing her butt off. That would actually be hilarious. You know, she'd beat her mom up if she caught her mom doing that. That's funny.
About how all the charges, when the charges came down, would be all inclusive and encompassing. There was a tactic and a reason for their madness, whether I agreed, and I publicly disagreed with that strategy.
Okay. You are a low-life ex-felon. They do this for a living. They went to college for this. They have earned their paid their debts to get to where they are right now. For you to compare yourself like, oh, I disagree with them. Who gives a fuck? You're an ex-felon. You're no better than Benny. Who gives a fuck if you agree or disagree? You're a liar. You're a fraud. You're an e-beggar. And you're going to tell people that have college degrees and JDs and jurists in law, you're going to sit, well, I disagree. Who cares what you disagree with? You don't even know the chain of command in a fucking lawsuit. Like, bitch, please.
You not only disagreed, but you called them failures. You called them scumbags. You said that they were not doing their job, that somebody should be fired. Like, you said more than just, oh, I disagree. And people like myself and so many other people were telling you that when it comes to ADA and DA, they're not going to pursue charges on someone unless it's a slam dunk. They're not going to start the process unless they get all their ducks in a row beforehand, because that's how they do things. And they're certainly not going to take something to court when they're not confident that they have enough evidence to win. That's kind of what their job is to do. And you were the one that said, no, they should arrest them right now for any small offense they can to get them in jail, because then they'll talk. You were the one that has been saying that this entire time. Now, all of a sudden.
Okay, let me also put this out there off subject for a second. Whether you agree with this or you disagree with this, I have to give a big, big shout out to my three healers who I believe bought Candice the refrigerator that she wanted from Amazon. If I'm wrong, correct me, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So huge shout out to my three healers. And again, whether you agree or disagree, that is an honorable, amazing act for somebody, a sub, to go ahead and think about Candice and the kids and helping out. It just shows what kind of person my three healers is. So again, even if you disagree with giving it to Candice, I still want to give her props. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful thing that she did. And that is a truly pay it forward. And I think that's fucking awesome. So my three healers, I think you're awesome. That is beautiful gift. So her dryer caught fire? Whose? So I just want to say, my three healers, thank you. That was an awesome, awesome, generous, and expensive gift that you gave. And that karma will come back to you 110%. So thank you.
Ronnie Lawson comes out and tells on you and basically says that you guys are the ones who have hindered the investigation. And it doesn't even take you guys seriously anymore when you call with so-called tips. Like, how does it feel, Betty, JLR, Olivia, MGL? How does it feel, Justice for All? That the cop is literally saying he doesn't take you guys seriously at all. That if he gets a tip from either of you or any of you or anybody from y'all's channel, he doesn't even take it seriously. That's crazy.
And that's sad. It is really, really sad that because of people like her and Molly, that he won't take anything serious. I don't have the wish list. Kathy Harmon does.
Right?
But now you're saying it. That's interesting. Not going to get to do this often, but hello. Hey, what's up, Cudweiser? If you could get the chance, but check the film Scrubbers, BHB would be a perfect fit. Okay, I will definitely look into that. Did you seen Trainwreck's video when she called DA's office about bleach hair? No, I'm gonna have to look at that. Oh, girl.
Police stuff. You know, that's in Judy Ron's realm of reality. Right. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going out there. I've been listening to others. I've been
not going to get to do this often, but hello. Hey.
Okay, I had to rewind this because this is what got me so fucking pissed. Hold on.
Okay, let me refresh it.
I agree, okay, Smarty
cool.
Pants. Nothing.
Sometimes it does that. Let me get to something.
But this idea that they have to do this and they have to do that, they do not. They do not.
Was she not in fucking in Rogersville preaching what they have to do? I mean, this is where I almost put my fist through the fucking wall. Her and Molly, she sat there and preached over and over and over and over what they have to do and how they have to do this and how they have to do that. And she fucking hated me because I said, no, they don't. I gave them a fucking voice of reality and they didn't want to hear it. But they sat there. This one needs to talk to me. That one needs to talk to me. This one needs to. Now all of a sudden she doesn't understand why anybody's questioning them. They don't have to do anything. Bitch, sit the fuck down. You sound like an asshole.
Nah, and it shows.
That's like Molly preaching. I didn't make any money. Yo, okay.
People's
thank you, MJ.
Misconceptions and misinformation on the law.
That's literally what.
Yeah, that's you, Betty. That is you. You have misconceptions of the law. But it's surprising because you are a criminal. You are a felon. So I would think you would know the law better than us who never had a felony. I can't say I've never been to jail, but I can say I've never had a felony.
But everybody's been telling you this whole time. And you said that we were well sympathizers because we literally said the exact same thing you just said.
Yep, she sure did.
But now you're saying it. That's interesting. Not going to get to do this often, but hello. Hey, what's up, Cudweiser? If you could get the chance, but check the film Scrubbers, BHB would be a perfect fit. Okay. I will
exactly, Sandy.
That. Did you seen Trainwreck's video when she called DA's office about bleach hair? No, I'm going to have to look at that. Oh, girl.
And that's where I have a problem. You got people out there that have had no education.
That's you, Betty. You're the one that has had no education
whatsoever in understanding the law.
That would be you.
I was talking about that before, Luigi, that she took credit for that and it wasn't even fucking her.
That would be you.
That are trying to explain the law to others.
That's you, Betty. 100%. Because some of us do know the law enough to explain it. And when we don't know something, we say we don't know. At least I do.
And
that would be you as well.
You did try to tell her that voice.
That's frustrating. It's like me. I have no idea about police stuff.
Why wouldn't you know about police stuff if you're covering true crime? I'm not saying that you have to know every aspect of police, but if you are a criminal, usually criminals know the police stuff better than anybody. So, I mean, my ex could be a fucking attorney. He's been arrested so many goddamn times. He's been to jail, federal and state. So, yeah, he could recite the law. So for you to say you don't know police stuff, all of a sudden, oh, let me guess, Betty. So that means that you were wrong about going to Rogersville. You didn't know jack shit in the Kathleen Moore case. Gotcha. Now I understand. Perfectly clear.
You know, that's in Duty Ron's realm of reality.
Okay. Duty Ron is a retired New York City cop. Yes, Duty Ron is going to know. Thank you, Moon Goddess. Duty Ron is going to know about police stuff. Yes, he's a cop. So will police off the cuff. I guess you have no friends that are cops or family members or anything. But Betty, all your information is coming from Duty Ron. But I thought you were this hotshot. I thought even reporters know. Like, this is insane to me.
Right. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going out there. I've been listening to others. I've been getting different perspectives. Some of them make sense. Some of them don't.
Okay. Can you elaborate? Just elaborate.
You know, it's not always good to listen to everybody that you agree with. Sometimes having that opposing viewpoint helps you, you know, learn a different viewpoint.
Okay, Betty, let me explain something to you. Let's use Duty Ron for an example. If I'm talking to Duty Ron about something and I don't agree with him, there is a difference of not agreeing with an opinion and not agreeing with a fact. If Duty Ron says to me that they arrested, I don't know, Joe Schmo for robbing a store that something, all right? I'm not going to argue with him that he shouldn't have arrested him because that's what he knows best. He knows the law and he knows why someone should be arrested or anything else. If he says, hey, my opinion on this is because of my experience, okay, but let's put it like that, then you can debate him. But in one breath, you're saying that, well, you know, he has all this experience and blah, blah, blah. Yes, cops have experience in the law, but their opinions are still their opinions and their opinions may not be right. But you're arguing factual shit. I don't know if I'm explaining this the way it's in my head, but you're arguing factual stuff that's irrefutable. And I don't know why you're debating factual shit. The only reason you would debate factual shit is because you're an idiot and you know nothing, like absolutely nothing about crime at all.
Wow. I wonder what has changed and caused her to have a complete about face.
Because she's an idiot.
Because what's coming out of her mouth, this was from...
And Luigi, I agree with you. I don't watch him. I don't have a problem with him, but I just don't watch him. I just don't like his personality, but that's me. That's okay. I don't think he watches me either. I mean, I don't hate him, but I just don't watch him. I don't really watch any of the cops. If I have a question, I'll ask my brother. But for her, but do you understand what I'm saying? No, the difference between arguing. I'm not going to argue with him about being a cop. I'm not going to argue his points about being a cop. I would never do that. But if he has an opinion on something, I could disagree, but that's not what she's talking about. She's getting all his information and then putting her own spin on it. Thank you, Linda.
This morning, it's really interesting that all the things that she's saying now is a complete 180 from what she said just 24 hours ago. Okay. All right.
It also gives you an opportunity to dispute that other viewpoint and show why that's not possible, right? But
I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example, Chris McDonough. I do not like Chris McDonough, but in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to argue with Chris McDonough about an interrogation. He has done 100 interrogations, and I've done how many? 0. He has done 1,000 more interrogations. You know how many I've done? 0. Why the fuck would I argue with Chris McDonough about what goes on in an interrogation? I can't. He has the experience and I don't. she's arguing or trying to debate Duty Ron on police stuff. It doesn't matter if you fucking agree with it or not, Betty. You have no experience. Oh, I agree with Luigi. That wasn't my point. I'm just saying that overall, I can say that what he's done is wrong. What he did to Michael Crow was 100% wrong. But I'm saying overall, like just overall, you can't argue certain shit. But she's saying, well, I don't agree with Duty Ron. What don't you agree on? The way police work? Like, bitch, sit the fuck down.
If you don't even hear it and don't listen to it, you can't do that. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on out there. This whole inflammatory thing, innocent until proven guilty.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. I gotta step in here because I heard something the other day that made my skin crawl. So I'm going to let you hear Burnt Toast, and I'm going to say how it's all wrong. All right, just listen.
The whole idea of innocent until proven guilty is not inflammatory.
That I agree with.
I don't know if you know what inflammatory means, but I'm going to assume that you do know what that word means. And no, due process.
Exactly. Hold on. Where was that comment? Colleen, I totally agree with you. He's not just that, but he's also a real trained professional. Exactly.
And making sure that people have the right to defend themselves in court and not be immediately told that they're guilty to prove a negative in some cases is not inflammatory.
And Toasty is right.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Now, up until 2 days ago, yelled and screamed and kicked about innocent till proven guilty. And I agree with everything Burnt Toast just said. However, I was listening to Court TV. Thank you, Cheeky. I was listening to Court TV, and I was listening to Vinnie Politano, who has been covering as a reporter, as a real reporter, Betty, true crime cases. Every so often, he gets emotional about a case. I think it's normal for any reporter, no matter how long you've been doing it. This one case hit him. It was about the little boy in the freezer. It hit him hard. And Vinnie Politano, I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong, turns around and says, it's innocent until proven guilty, but only in a courtroom. I'm not in a courtroom. I can give my opinion. And I stopped what I was doing and I listened to it again. And he said, and I quote, that innocent until proven guilty is only in a court of law. I'm allowed to give my opinion. And my opinion is this man should be hung. I was like, wow. Okay. Nothing about screwing up a jury pool, nothing. So Betty was right when she said that only applies to a courtroom. Vinnie Napolitano, whatever his name is, had said the exact same thing. So although up until I heard this 2 days ago, I was very all for innocent until proven guilty. You can screw up a case, you can screw up a jury, all for it. And then I heard Vinnie Politano said that, and I was like, holy shit. So yes, Betty was right in the sense that innocent till proven guilty does only apply in a courtroom. Again, personally, I still feel that it screws up a jury pool if you say it out there publicly. But general consensus is you can have an opinion. Innocent until guilty isn't just an idea through, according to Betty. Yeah, well, Betty's an idiot, but I'm just saying. Sarah, every investigator, every court, every something screws up. He screwed up that case, and I am not a fan of him at all. And he fucked that case up. But I'm saying that if I have a question about an interrogation, I'm not going to, I'm not going to think that my non-experience is going to be as good as someone who's done it 1,000 times. That's all I'm saying. So, and she was talking about Chris McDonough. So, but yeah, that's what Vinnie Politano said it. And it's on the video. I don't know exactly where, but it's on the video about the boy in the freezer on Court TV. I couldn't play it anyway because Court TV strikes you like that. But yeah, so I just want to let everyone know that her saying it only applies in a court, she was right. Or I don't know if she's right, but Vinnie Politano on Court TV said the exact same thing. Yeah, even a broke clock is right twice a day. Exactly. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, you're right. You know nothing about any of this stuff, and you need to stick to watching YouTubers that do.
Mm-hmm.
Donna Duck, $5 super chat. Look at Orlin and Orson West. It took the DA a year to build a solid case against both adopted parents. I sent you a DM. I found something Betty lost. Oh, really? Okay, let me check that.
Oh, I'm sure.
You found Betty's stolen mailbox? That's hilarious. That's funny. Oh, Betty. Nobody believes you, girl. Nobody believes you.
If you're supporting them financially and you're supporting Summer, you probably just supported the persons that caused her the most harm, right? I could not live with myself. I could not sleep at night if I knew I financially supported monsters.
And yet you can live with yourself knowing you hindered the investigation to get justice for Summer. How do you live at night?
I agree with
how do you sleep at night?
That's why all these people that have been manipulated by YouTubers through emotions, because that's what they did, right?
What?
You got a team of people that go down, actually do some fact finding.
And some pissing on private property and yelling through a bullhorn, sorry, your daughter's dead. Right, okay. But
yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know why they paid people for an interview. I walked right up to Allie's door with a dozen roses. I said, hey, can I talk to you? These are for you. The roses was just a way, like, here we are. But I would never pay somebody for an interview. Sorry. Nobody is that important that you need to pay them for an interview unless, like, they're that big.
The crazy one.
Like John Travolta? Yes, I would pay him for an interview.
Okay.
Look at the real facts of the case, not what you hear.
Betty, you wouldn't know real facts of a case if it came up and slapped you across the head.
You're on mainstream media. You start coming out, showing what's really going on that people haven't seen or heard before.
Okay, what haven't people seen or heard before? Please tell me what you brought to the case. You went down to Rogersville. You stayed in front of their house screaming. You went to a church. You spoke to people that wanted 15 minutes of fame and thought you were actually maybe a real reporter because they're from, no offense to Tennessee people, but they're from bumfuck Rogersville. Have you seen the inbreeds that live there? Believe me, you didn't get anything substantial. Sorry, Betty, but you didn't.
Our team was brutally attacked.
Your team was never brutally attacked. Your team brutally attacked others. Ask Robin. Ask Robin's daughter. You know, I know other people that went to Don's house. He didn't come out with a fucking gun trying to shoot me. We went right up the driveway. He didn't come out with the gun shooting me. He didn't go after fucking Ziggy. As a matter of fact, he gave Ziggy a dog. So there's other people that went to the house that he didn't come shooting. So sorry, Betty. Try again.
Listen to the language that she's using. She was tormented by people asking her to back up what she was saying with videos or something, right? And now she's saying that they were, quote, brutally attacked. I see her saying things you've said like you've said them, but it's so wrong when she does it right. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Isn't that interesting that she said she doesn't watch any of our channels, but she's starting to repeat things that I've heard the glare say, things that I've said. And
okay, I cringe when she says the glare. I'm sorry, Burnt Toast, but I cringe. Another fucking total narcissist.
And she has gotten pretty snippy. And I think that it's directed towards chasing truth. I don't have no proof of that. But there's a couple of times where she had said little things sort of off the cuff. And it's things that I've heard Chasing Truth correct on her streams. And I'm like, I don't think you want to do that, Betty. I don't think you want to do that. Okay. Chasing Truth, Betty, is 1,000 times smarter than you, a
Agreed.
1,000 times more funnier than you.
Agreed.
And 1,000 times, just way more integrity.
Way better facial expressions, too.
Way more cleverness. Like you're just not going to win that. Okay.
That's true.
Not at all. But anyway, listen to the vocabulary that she's using. She's literally using these phrases as if they are the victims. It's almost like this is a pity party stream for her. Oh, they're tormenting me because they asked me a question. Oh, we were brutally attacked. No, girl, no, you weren't. It's called criticism. You're just a sensitive bitch.
Inciting their base to manipulate them into financing the scheme.
Is she talking about herself? This is also what I wanted to fucking put my fist through my wall. Inciting hate. Now, Toasty thinks she was talking about Toasty. I think she was talking about Marissa. I don't know. I hear Marissa because this is exactly what Marissa did. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't watch Betty. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was talking about Toasty, but I seem to think she was talking about Marissa, trying to throw shade at Marissa. You guys tell me what you think.
Let's break that down. I don't know what she means by inciting my base. That sounds like something a politician would say. I don't have a base, Andra. There's just people that like to hang out in my chat. And they can come and go, and they can watch whatever channel they feel like it. I don't own them. They don't own me. They have full freedom to go wherever they want.
I agree with that.
Oh, the language she uses is very methodical. For example, her always talking about her hard work and how they are a move.
Oh, sweet Carolyn, that's an excellent point. That a log was shown, no one was hit with the log, brutally attacked, get the fuck out of here. I totally agree with that, but you just reminded me of something. So they're so brutally attacked, but yet she's kissing the ass of Benny. Why is she kissing Benny's ass if she was so brutally attacked? Just saying. I would almost create an event and sell tickets to watch Chasing Truth mop up Ben Hill Road with BHB. Oh, and of course I'd pay the talent and security unlike someone else. That's a great comment.
Moving mountains, that's correct. Yeah, there are certain phrases that she will repeat a lot. She'll use we all the time to sort of make it seem like there's some solid team, when in reality it's just her. It's just her. Thank you, Kaz. Member for 3 months. I feel safe now when I have my TM and R and O. Hello. Yes, now you're officially trademarked because you put that next to your name. Presumption of innocence is to be asserted.
Yeah, she doesn't have a good reputation. Why is she Bullhorn Betty TM? What the fuck do you think TM? You know what I see? I see Bullhorn Betty Tiffany Marie. That's what I see when I see TM on YouTube.
Always, because once charged with a crime, you're either acquitted or guilty. No judge or jury can deem innocent. That is correct. That's correct. Yes. Oh boy.
Wispy, yes, it's legal. Marissa can make all the money she wants. It's not illegal.
That's the difference in someone with a brain and her.
Well, that's her big office. That's her major office.
But what was the other one? Let me back it up. It was so stupid.
Manipulate them
Okay.
into financing the scheme.
Oh, that's
Hey,
right.
D.
Okay, so also, like, I'm not going to allow you to disrespect.
So manipulate somebody, okay? Manipulate her people into a scheme. Toasty doesn't run a scheme. So that's why I say she has to be talking about Marissa. Marissa and her ran this scheme by lying to subs. I don't know why Toasty thinks it's her unless I'm missing something. Hey, Cam, and maybe I'm missing something. But to me, sounds like she's talking about herself and Marissa.
My audience. My audience is full of really, really smart people who have a brain, who can think for themselves. I don't tell them how to think. I don't tell them what to think. I literally play you saying the things. I play you in your own words, and MGL in her own words. And then I leave it up to them to make up their own mind. You ever read my comments? There's a lot of people who disagree with me, and that's okay. They don't get deleted. The stuff's still there. There's people in my comments.
And what is with those earrings, Betty? We're not. Those earrings scream low life, just saying. They just do, and you wear them every day. I just can't. So we'll move on.
Comments who disagree with me. There's people in my comments who probably disagree with each other. I don't give a shit. I really don't. It's way more fun and interesting and entertaining to have an active chat that's engaged in the conversation.
So for those of you, though, that do watch Toasty, what am I missing here? Because I really don't think she's talking about Toasty. So, but I don't watch Toasted that much, so I don't know if I am missing something, and that's why Toasty thinks she's talking about her. So please help me out if I'm wrong.
And not just them all kissing my ass like you have in your chat. Your chat is just a bunch of people
Rocco.
Kissing your ass and being sycophants. That's all that they are. And the few people that do speak out get timed out or blocked. Or worse, you put their comment on your screen and then you scream conspiracy theories that you disrespect. No, I don't care enough about you to hate you. I literally don't care enough to hate you guys.
I agree with that.
You are Lol's cows that I review on my channel. And I know there's people in my audience who actually do disagree with me on this. They actually do say they hate you. And they can say that. That's their prerogative to do so. But me personally, I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody that I've made videos about because I don't have enough feelings, strong enough feelings to even get to that point. I really don't. So don't flatter yourself. Like, I don't have that strong of a feeling about you, okay?
They all wanted to say, we're doing this for summer. We're doing this for summer. No, you're not. No, you're not. We were in Rogersville, Tennessee.
Okay, let me tell you how a narcissist truly works. Eventually, a narcissist will tell you the truth. Eventually. But they'll have to do it in a way where they spin it. That's what she just did. She's talking about herself. How it's all about summer. She's trying to put it off on other people, but this is her way of letting out her own guilt, her own conscience. Narcissists do it all the time. That is exactly what she's doing right now. She's talking about herself. She just sat there saying about a scam and everything else. That's her. That's exactly what she's doing. And now she's just clearing her own conscience so she can move on.
Searching for summer.
Oh, get your violence.
Okay. They never searched for summer. They never once looked for summer, ever.
Lynn's ready because she's about to tell you how she's the biggest victim above all of these families of crimes, right? BHB just said in her chat that it was foul play. Candice and Don are guilty and Summer is no longer here. And those are the facts. Unbelievable. Yeah.
And I believe Betty probably said that.
Heels in the air, $10 super chat. Buy a horse's head. Yes. Put a horse's head in your bed. Yeah. So yeah, get your violins out. Seriously. She's about to tell you how she's the biggest victim in the whole world and that we should basically like kiss her ass because she did so much work, guys. She was cold and she's a Florida girl. So being cold for her is torture. Okay.
We were in Rogersville, Tennessee, literally searching for Summer, going in the hollers, the backwood hollers of Tennessee.
You didn't go in the backwood hollers. You went nowhere. You sat in front of Don's house every fucking day and just screamed like a lunatic. You went to a church. You went to an empty building and tried to protest just so you can get video coverage. Then you went to DCF and you did the same for video coverage. It was all about video coverage. You didn't go anywhere looking for Summer. You're a fucking liar.
Searching for her in the pouring rain.
That it was pouring.
In 30-degree weather.
Okay. This is where I start to get really mad. Let me have her finish first.
Freezing our tail ends off. Nobody was out there with us.
Okay. Bitch, you got paid thousands to go out there and do that. Nobody else got paid thousands to go out there and stand out in the freezing cold. You, Molly, JLR, and Olivia made an excess of $15 to $20 motherfucking $1,000. So you know what? If people paid me $10,000 fucking dollars, I'll stand outside naked. I'll go to Rogersville fucking naked and run around. All right. So don't act like you are the pity party. And I'm sorry for those of you in headsets, but God, did this piss me the fuck off. You went there so Olivia could fucking do a video. That's why you went there. And you got paid thousands. You stayed in a fucking Airbnb for free. You didn't have to pay a dime. You got a car paid for. You got, let's not bring all the fucking GoFundMe shit that you got. You personally, forget Molly and her 10 grand and her 5,000 in Patreons just for the month of December. Then you have, and Wispy, this is why I said I was going to talk about it. I had to get there. Then you have all the gifts that you got from Amazon, all the money that you took, all the gifts you got, all the equipment you got. So yes, bitch, you did go out there. And yes, you got fucking paid to go out there. So do yourself a favor and shut the fuck up now, because you sound like a fucking fool. Because show me by show of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm going to do a poll. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. I'm going to do a poll because I want answers on this. Okay. Hold on. Poll. If you were paid, now we're just going to add in her gifts and everything else. If you were paid $10,000, which is pretty much what Betty alone made overall to go to Rogersville, 10,000, or we'll say, let's be fair. Hold on. 5,000 plus an all expense paid trip. Would you have gone to Tennessee? Simple yes or no. There you go. Everyone answer. If you were paid $5,000 plus an all expense paid trip, would you have gone to Tennessee? Because you know what? If I would have got that kind of money, I would have fucking gone too. Sorry, but she got a camera. She got camera pens. She got a whole bunch of Amazon shit, all off of Molly's subscribers. She got cash. Andrew got cash. Molly paid for fucking almost about everything. And she didn't have to pay a fucking thing. Her car ride was paid for. Everything was paid for. She paid for nothing. She didn't even pay for the fucking printer. That came from Marissa. It's not a trick question, Rocco. So she wants to act like, oh, well, you know, I went there in the freeze. Yeah, she got spy pen. She got everything. Oh, I went there in the freezing cold. Bitch, you got paid to go there in the freezing cold. You didn't go there on your own. You didn't go there with no money. You got fucking paid to go. And you got paid hell of a lot more than what you spent. You made tons on it. So shut the fuck up.
No other YouTube channel, no other search party team.
Because no one wanted to do it, because you were making a fool out of yourself.
Oh, I know it was donations. I totally agree, Candy. It was all donations. I don't know if you missed it, but let me say it again. And I didn't mean that nasty. Let me say it again. They raised, as a total, they raised somewhere around $20,000 in the month of December, including gifts. That includes all the gifts they got. That includes Molly's YouTube. That includes all the PayPals. Somewhere around $20,000 is what they all made collectively. Bellheim Betty OG. I have some things planned. Hold on. For this, Betty, you can visit me if you, nobody cares. Can't take our actions as being the new normal. Oh, you mean I'm confused. That's not bullhorn. That's fake bullhorn, I'm assuming.
Nobody wanted to trespass on private property and piss on somebody's land. Yeah, that's why nobody joined you.
That's true. That is true. But most people didn't join because they were getting paid thousands to do this. They had Olivia wanted to make a video. They make it out like they did this for summer. They didn't do this for summer. They did nothing for summer. They did this for themselves. And they had to put on some kind of show. You know what, Candy? You're probably right. It probably was more than 20 grand. But they had to put on some kind of show, hey, Ava, in order to make this happen. That's all it was. It was a fucking joke. But carry on, Betty. I told you, I got mad at one point. This was it.
Nobody worth any kind of anything wanted anything to do with you. I saw the videos of you guys driving up and down roads, and there was a lady screaming at you, go the fuck away. The guy who pulled up and told y'all to leave. There's been people that have made YouTube videos telling you that everybody is saying they didn't want you there. That regardless of whatever they thought about the wells, they certainly didn't want you guys there fucking it up. But please continue being the victim. Okay.
Don and Candice knew we were out there. This was our second trip out there, and we couldn't get them out of their home to come help us search for Summer.
First of all, they weren't getting paid. Why didn't you give them some of the money you gave to, what's her name? What's his name? This fucking idiot. That Dudley Dudman. Why didn't you give that to Don and Candice? Why didn't you give anything to them? No, instead you just sat there and screamed so Olivia could keep recording. I have never in my life seen reporters record each other the way you guys did. You all needed your own video just in case you all fucked over one another. That's really what happened.
And I'll let the chips fall where they will. I mean, I took a beating over this case. I can tell you that.
You took a beating? You also made a fucking fortune. Let's see. You got a Mac computer. Nobody's ever bought me a Mac computer, and I got a great community. You got GoFundMes. You got pens. You got spy pens, you got cameras, you got a GoPro. What else did you get? You got machetes. I mean, the list rambles on and on of all the things you got while you took this beating. Yeah, okay.
She took a beating over the case.
Yeah, lobster, steak, alcohol. You drank every night. You're right.
Again, interesting choice of words.
A drone. Thank you, Lab.
She took a beating over the case. Okay.
Yeah, now she wants an iPhone. Oh, I thought it was an iPhone 11. Now she wants an iPhone 12.
Somehow, I think that you understand what a real beating is.
Okay, what she means by that is Betty has like 42 arrests for beating her exes and has been arrested for it. So that's what burnt toast meant. No, she left it there. From what I heard, she left it.
Because you have a long arrest record of beating everybody else up. But no, people giving you pushback is not a beating.
The whole team has taken a beating over looking into this case.
You got fucking paid for that beating. I am so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, well, we took a beating. You got paid for that, you fucking dumb lowlife bitch." It's like a cop saying, "I put my life on the line." You get paid to do that. That's why you're a police officer. That's why you're military. You put yourself out there like that. You get paid. They don't get paid enough, but they get paid. You got paid to be there. You got like, what real directors, movie producers, anything? Who gets paid to shoot a movie? You don't. You suck it up. You put out a lot of money. Sometimes you can get investors, but most of the time you put in a lot of your own money to shoot a movie. Not you. Olivia got everything paid for because you manipulated Marissa into thinking you guys were something. Gabby Petito, Olivia went there all on her own. All that was her own money. But now she hooked up with you guys. She found a way to scam somebody else, which ended up scamming a lot of people. So I hope you're proud of that.
Had we never looked into this case, we would have never gotten the backlash that we did.
No, that's not true. You never looked into the case. You ran with what somebody told you. And Molly, and I'm sorry to Molly supporters, but let's call a spade a spade. Molly saw Tiffany was getting over 1,000 views. You know why Molly cried when her and Tiffany had a fallout? I'll tell you why she cried. Because now you guys weren't getting any fucking information about the case anymore. Because Tiffany was done with you. And Tiffany was your source for understanding the case. And when that was gone, Molly cried. Molly didn't give a fuck about the friendship. She cried because now what? Notice since their fallout, Molly's not a big shot about the case anymore. But she had to do as good of views as Tiffany was. She had to prove her own virtual dick was bigger than Tiffany's. So she took over this case and went full force. That's how you got into the case. Let's call a fucking spade a spade.
Not true. Not true. Because I was reviewing Molly back at the Gabby Petito case. And that's how I found out that you even existed, was the Gabby Petito. Because me and Crude and these other people were already covering Molly. And when Molly went down there and started hanging out with you guys, there were people that were like, okay, who is this? Because you were very clear that you have a YouTube channel.
Never forget, hold on. Never forget on the last day, MGL's planned histrionic freakout that Don supposedly pulled up, then later in a hotel said, talked on the phone all and calm, then blame the rest. Absolutely. I agree with you.
And there was, Olivia had a YouTube channel and JLR had a YouTube channel. All these people had a YouTube channel. So people started finding you because of that. So whether or not you ever jumped on the Summer Wells case or not, eventually I would have gotten around to looking into you and reviewing you because, honey, you are a great A-Lols cow. So just own it, okay? Just own it.
But there is this underbelly society on YouTube that loves to attack and destroy good people trying to do good things.
What good things have you done, Betty? Please enlighten us. What good things have you done? Because honestly, I haven't seen you do one good thing. All I see you do is attack. All I see you do is cry victim. All I see you do is blame. And now that you watch Duty Ron, now you're somebody. Bitch, sit the fuck down.
That would be you. That would be you and JLR, actually.
I agree.
Yeah, that would be you guys and all your little friends that keep going to prison for identity theft and fake emails and phishing scams, right? Like those are your friends.
For purposes, monetary.
Now that cut out, but she was saying for monetary value. Says the girl who has 1,000 subs, had 1,000 subs at the time, and makes an Amazon list. In all three channels, I have 26,000 subs. And guess what, bitch? Well, no, 22,000 subs. And guess what, bitch? I don't even have an Amazon list. That's what Super Chat is for. If I need a new camera, that's what Super Chat is for. That's why YouTube pays me. Sorry. But for you to sit there and have an Amazon list when you have not even 1,000 subs, or you had 1,000 subs, how come you didn't put your Amazon list on TikTok with your 65,000 followers or 80,000 followers? How come there was no Amazon list there? Oh, I know, because nobody gives a fuck about you on TikTok. Just saying.
Doing that again today.
Past behavior. And when you start seeing a particular person gravitating constantly to the criminals and helping protect them on media and getting.
Again, and I don't know if Burnt Toast says this or not, but Betty, you and JLR have a bigger criminal record than all the Wells put together. Okay? Don and Candice looks like a fucking saint compared to you. And I also know that if you did have children, Betty, they would have been taken away because you're a violent offender. So beating up your ex-husband would equate to you probably hitting a child at some point when they got on your nerves. Just saying.
It's kind of like she's describing herself here. Okay.
Contracts with them to help protect them on social media. It's a little, those are alarm bells that I hear going off in my head.
Okay, so she's going back to the whole dumb contracts thing. So this is something that she brought up. I think this was back in early February, so like a month-ish ago. And she was saying that the Glare, Crude AF, my channel, and Benny, and I don't remember if there was other channels, but it was at the least the four of us, where she was claiming that we were under contract with Don Wells to go after her, which I thought was hilarious. And it's not true. Like that's ridiculous. I have had no contact with Don. Crude has had no contact with Don. Like the only one of us that had contact with Don is Benny, and I'm not going to speak for him. He can speak for himself just fine. But as for myself, there's no contract. Like, she's insane. It's like she can't fathom that there are people who cover her and do commentary on her streams, and that we somehow come to a similar conclusion.
Okay, I give Burnt Toast and Crude and everyone else that can stand listening to her every day to do commentary. They deserve kudos for that. I could never sit here and listen to Betty every day. I would lose my fucking mind. But I'm not a hate watcher. I can't hate watch people. Like, I just can't. If I don't like you, I just can't listen to you. I can't even listen to Marissa anymore. I want to put my fucking fist through her mouth.
It's why she thinks that you guys are stupid and that you guys have no mind of your own, because she can't fathom that there's this many people in an audience at one time who watches her on my screen and comes to the same conclusion and opinion that everybody else does. And there's other people that disagree, and that's fine, but the vast majority of the people seem to come to a similar conclusion. And it's not because there's some grand conspiracy. It's because that's probably the truth. You're doing a bunch of racist shit. That's why people are calling you a racist. When you say that you're going to physically show up at someone's house to protest and then talk about burning it down, facing the camera, smack the face, don't fucking play. Please report.
Understand what I'm talking about, and I will do that. I've got him in a particular file. But he also said that, and I asked him, I said, you're going to be eating crow.
I've got him in a particular file. Seasons, she's taking pointers from you about files. Why do you have Don in a file? Are you a policeman? Are you a lawyer? Reporters don't keep files. They just don't. You shouldn't be that invested, Betty. It's time to move on to a new case, especially you didn't even know about this case. Just saying. The day I have files on people, please shoot me.
When this starts coming down and the tables turn, because I know what I know. I can't change what I know.
You don't know anything. Just saying.
And when it starts coming down and the tables start turning on the Wells and law enforcement starts going after them, I told him, I said, you're going to be eating crow over this.
Betty, if Duty Ron taught you anything, Duty Ron would tell you, don't say shit like that, because they could be innocent and all you're going to do is make yourself look stupid like you are now. They may not be innocent, but they very well might be innocent. So the only one that's going to eat crow when they are innocent is you. And I got to be honest with you, I really hope they are innocent, because your file is going to get burned. Just saying.
You're going to take a major hit, because your information, you have led people so long in thinking these people are innocent.
As of right now, they are innocent. Okay? As of right now, Don and Candice are innocent. Can that change? Absolutely. Absolutely, it can change. But you have led people to believe they're guilty. I think you don't know more than the police at this point. So again, they very well may get caught and they very well may be guilty. But in this world, it is a presumption of innocence. People have a presumption of innocence. Forget the innocent will proven guilty. We're not going to go there. But it is our constitutional rights to have a presumption of innocence. You need to understand that, Betty.
And he said, I'm here for summer. And if that happens, I will surely do a 180. He didn't.
Well, just by what you just, oh my gosh. Okay. If he truly was just trying to, just based on what you said, if he really was the type of person where he's going to defend Candice and Don, no matter what the evidence says, then why did you just say that his response to that was, no, this is all about justice for Summer. And if evidence came out that the Wells were guilty, then yeah, I'm going to do a complete 180. That sounds like somebody who really is for justice for Summer and not what you're saying that he is. Like, you're so dumb.
I agree.
Like, you don't even realize that you contradict yourself in the same sentence.
Say it in that verbatim. He actually used different words, and I'll let you guys, I will get that.
MJ, absolutely. And you brought up a good point too. If we all remember, when Betty and MGL and all of them went down there, who exuded the most class? Don and Candice. Who had the best restraint? Don and Candice. Who had the most morals and integrity? Don and Candice. So, Betty, you might want to take some pointers from them who exuded the class and integrity that all four of you should have had, that you didn't. Just saying.
Prepared today. We will hear that tomorrow. We will hear that tomorrow. I will play that for you. So, you know.
There we go again. I'll play it tomorrow. Play it tomorrow. Just fucking play it now. Guys, I'm going to do a stream in 4 days. I mean, come on.
For all those people spying, yes, I'm going to play a conversation that I had.
It's not spying, you moron. You're on a public live stream on YouTube. My God, like and now I'm doubting whether you actually graduated high school. Honey, you're on a public website, a public social media platform, on a public live stream. You can spy on people. It's called watching your stream. What the fuck are you talking about? Not everything is nefarious. Not everything is some grand conspiracy theory. You're not that important. Believe me. Okay? Wow. Just like, so I guess watching her stream now is called spying. For fuck's sake.
So, and this was back a little while ago. Benny Keys and I are not.
Kat, and I agree with you, but because I was personally involved in this, I just had to talk about it. If this was just between Betty and Toasty, I probably wouldn't be commenting. But because I was in the mix with Marissa and this, that's why I'm commenting on it. That's why I was ready to fucking explode.
Not friends, as many of you guys know. I try as a professional courtesy, such as when I was running with that story over the cracking cases, I actually picked up the phone. I think it's called integrity. When you
it's not integrity, but go on.
Talk to somebody that you do not like and tell them that you're running with a story and give them the opportunity to make their statement.
This is how dumb she is. That's not what integrity is. But I'll let Toasty continue.
That's not what integrity means. Wow, like this is a lot of stupid. This is a lot of dumb. Okay. Integrity is not running with a rumor, making an entire edited video, then planning an entire live stream to run further with that rumor, then reaching out to the person and saying, oh, we should collaborate because you're lying right now. We all heard the phone call. I played it on Monday. It's still on Benny's channel. You didn't call him to clear up that rumor. You called him because you wanted views, honey. Yep. Honey, you wanted views. You wanted to get him and think that you could kiss his ass and be like, oh, we should collaborate.
Yep.
You know, it's cool. I don't have an issue with you. You know, trying to get him to come onto your channel. And he shut you down, and it was fucking.
Betty, let me explain to you what integrity is. Okay, I'm going to explain to you integrity. Here is integrity. Oh, C12, I'm talking about when Betty Bullhorn and all them were at Don's job. That's the incident I'm talking about. I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about that incident. But let me tell you what integrity is. If I kissed Benny's ass, I could probably get the interview that I want from Don and Candice. I will never kiss Benny's ass. I would rather not have the interview. I do not care for Benny. I think he's disgusting. He's a known liar, and he's not someone I ever would fuck with. That's called integrity. There's a big difference. You kissing Benny's ass is not integrity. So if you need an example of what actual integrity is, I kiss no one's ass. To get further, I stick to my values, my beliefs, and that's called integrity. Something you know nothing about because you don't even know the fucking definition.
Hilarious. That's not integrity. That's not what integrity means. Yeah, all 900 of us are spying on you. Right, exactly. All 900 of you, 907 of you are now spying on me. Please. It's just stupid.
And he made a statement, right? That I'm a piece of garbage and da-da-da.
No, he said you're a piece of shit, and you are a piece of shit.
I agree
Heather
with
Marie,
that.
$5 super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate that.
When Benny calls you a piece of shit, you must be really, really a big piece of shit. Just saying.
And then he decides to air that entire conversation, which I was recording too. I didn't see any point in.
Oh, so you were recording that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Did he give consent for you to record that? So again, that means that you premeditatively thought, I'm going to record him before I call, and you had it set up and you had it recording the second that you called him, not knowing what he was going to say, but knowing that you wanted to record what he says so that you could use it against him later if he pissed you off.
Okay, Sandy got the the real definition: the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. In my opinion, it's also sticking to those morals, not having strong, because there are things I don't have such strong morals on, but overall, it's sticking with those morals and never swaying. Well, if Benny knew John Travolta, I'd probably kiss his ass, but just saying.
That makes you a piece of shit.
Thank you, MJ.
Adding that to the video because he had already had it on his page. So it was quite comical what he said. I got to say that was one of the biggest hit pieces that I've had in a little minute.
So you call it a hit piece? Like, do you actually believe the bullshit that comes out of your mouth, and you think that you're an actual investigative journalist? Because that's not what a journalist would do.
I agree.
Also, just to clarify, because I know people are going to ask me this, he was on a live stream and she calls him. That's entirely different than you.
That's true too. Integrity is doing the right thing if no one is watching. 100%.
You having a private phone call with him and you are recording him without his consent. Okay? As much as it is distasteful and really shitty, you've been recording MG.
It was believable because I'm sorry, Candice has a thing for Benny, and whether he wants to see it or not, that's okay.
Who cares? Why does it matter? Who cares if she's got a thing for Benny? And
Nah, I think you have a thing for Benny, honey. Because you can't do a single stream without bringing him up. You really can't. It's
weird.
It's very weird. It's
C12. I already told you. What I said was when Benny, when Bullhorn and all of the rest of these assholes went to Don's job and was screaming how they killed their kid and everything else, that Don and Candice showed way more class than they did. That's what I said. And I stand by that.
It's obsessive. Like, I have watched you talk about things that have literally nothing to do with him or Summer Wells. Like, you'll be talking about a completely different case, and all of a sudden you start going off on a rant about Benny. It's weird.
I know other people that do that. Not about Benny.
I'm not using that in their case. Interview true crime channels work. You're supposed to base what you're saying on evidence, not someone's opinion, not your opinion about a particular topic. You fucking idiot. The fact that you would compare researching a case to a thesis statement. Tells me everything.
Who uses laxatives? She's just taking laxatives. So you mean bullhorn? Well, that would explain because of drinking. Thank you, Blueberry. Pair character dancing under a rain of confetti and taking his hat off to say you are amazing. There you go. Thank you, Blueberry. I appreciate that.
Thing I need to know.
If Betty is the one taking laxatives, it's from alcohol. She drinks too much. People that drink too much get locked up. So you need laxatives.
I cannot believe you just said that. No. Investigating a crime is not like a thesis statement. Is the antithesis of a thesis statement. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
Hey, Tommy, I'm good.
Right? So it's like, Chris McDonough did his due diligence. But
You think? You think Chris McDonough did his due diligence? I'm sure he needs a pat on the back from you.
I'm talking about the opposition, the cracking cases,
Chris McDonough is not opposition from anybody. And you are not opposition from cracking cases. You're a fucking YouTuber. You and cracking cases would be on the same side. But you're too narcissistic in your own fucking head that, oh, they must be opposition. Y'all have the same goal. Or so I thought. But maybe your goals are different than everyone else covering Summer.
The Bennies of the YouTube. When did they actually go out there with the mindset of trying to either confirm or dispute the out?
Thank you, Clarissa. Hold on. Let me address this comment, though. So what about the interview you did with Marissa and they were both drunk and high and beating on each other? I know you won't agree, but those words can never apply to those two, but they can. I gave a specific situation. Specific situations have nothing to do with the overall view of them. I gave a very specific example of when and how they exuded more class. So I'm sorry that you're taking it as overall, because it's not overall. I'm saying specifically that incident.
Allegations.
Once again, you're wrong. Chasing truth, cracking cases, John Crimes, all.
Okay, right there. Right there. No, not John Crimes. Please take that out. I know you like him. I know he's your friend, but he's not. He's a good videographer. That's about it. He hasn't done crime in about a year. Just please stop. He's a doxer. He's a narcissist, and he's no different than Betty. I think he's no way he's worse than Betty. Just saying.
All of these channels, I'm gonna be. I know people are gonna be like, "You forgot to say my name." I can never remember everybody, but there's a lot of really great true crime channels.
Okay, let me also state, this is Toasty's opinion. This is her opinion on true crime channels. I disagree with 50%, 60% of who she said. One of the people I do agree with wholeheartedly is Chasing Truth. She's, no matter what case she's covering, she's got the same funny facial expressions. She's got, she researches, she, really looks into things. Her niche, I think, is her facial expressions because they're hysterical. The way she storytells, she's great at it. She doesn't just play news clips. She looks into stuff. I 100% agree with Chasing Truth. The most of her others, I absolutely disagree with 150%. Just saying. So it's all a matter of opinion.
Gray Hughes is another example. They formulate. Didn't work. Yeah, she can't. Education, speculation, town gossip, and YouTube chat rumors manipulated people's emotions using a missing child.
I agree.
That's all she brings to the case. That's correct. Like, town gossip is not evidence. I don't care what she says. That's not evidence. Ask any detective, any police officer, anybody who deals with court, like for real court, not like her version.
And again, Chasing Truth did, and I've told people about this. Chasing Truth did a video on, what's his name? The Night Stalker. I can't think of his name. I thought I knew everything there was to know about the Night Stalker, but I didn't, because she actually told me some facts that I didn't know. She's got a lot of cases like that. That's just Chasing Truth. So she's the one person I agree with.
And
Ramirez, thank you.
Where she thinks that she knows everything, but like someone who actually works in that occupation field, town gossip is not evidence.
I agree.
Period. It isn't.
To see you. He jumped on.
Oh, I think there was something else I was going to say. Hold on 1 second.
With the minds.
Oh, and that's right. I was under the, I know my pause game is on point again. It was, I thought.
Every time I see that, your name, I can't. I don't know what it says. You're going to have to put like the grammar thing.
And I got news for you. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but this running scroll of pay me, pay me, pay me is the most annoying fucking thing I've ever seen. You do it for a little while if you want to promote it, put something on top, but this rolling screen of pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me, I can't handle. I just can't.
That's not, okay, wow, okay. You can't read that word? And I think it's not grammar, it's called phonetic, like phonetically spelling it out. Like,
right,
I'm
Zelda?
sorry, but I don't believe that she went to college. How does she not know that that says Sue? Sue, in another way, phonetically spelled in a different way, is something that you like to do as a hobby. Same with JLR. Y'all do it all the time. And then she thought that spelling it out phonetically is called grammar. Girl, stop. Burnt toast from. I guarantee. Oh boy.
Personas people have online versus reality, right? So, you know, sometimes we have misconceptions.
See, here's somebody that got deleted right there. Okay.
Of who people truly are, and you know, potentially the good they can do, the bad that they.
No, I like Gray. I'm a member of Gray. I really don't go into his chat, but I still support him 150%. Nobody does Google Maps like he does. Like, that's his thing, and he covers cases no matter what. If it was got 100 people in there or 1,000. So don't think that I am, you know, saying anything bad about Gray, but he does call people idiots if you don't agree with him. He does. That he'll tell you he does.
They can do, you know, and this was kind of a riveting, in my opinion, interview that I did have with him.
Riveting interview that she had with Benny. Riveting and Benny Keys do not go hand in hand. Just saying.
I do believe it sheds a lot of light on him as a person. You know, although I have to say, him and I are not besties. People are probably freaking out saying,
Benny hates you.
How is Bullhorn Betty and Benny Keys speaking, right?
Yeah, she's definitely setting it up. She's trying to set this up because in my opinion, it feels like she's trying to psych herself up to do it. Mm-hmm.
Right? How can that happen? This happened in January. He called me, and I guess at the time, this is a Google number that I had hooked to my phone, which I have to be honest, I changed after this conversation. I took it off. I still obviously have the number, but it's just not hooked to my cell phone anymore. I replaced it with another one. I mean, I've got like 10.
C12, nothing these people did brought more attention to Summer's case. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Nothing they did helped Summer's case. The only thing it helped was putting money in their pockets. It was not effective at all. They did nothing except put money in their pockets. Ah, thank you, Anita.
10 or 12 different Google numbers.
21 months? Damn.
So at any rate, I thought I saw him in the chat somewhere, possibly. So if he's out there, don't worry, Benny. It's not going to be too bad. I'm sure you can put your big boy
I'm sure Benny's so scared of you.
pants on and deal with it for an hour and a half.
Wait, so let me get this straight. He called you, and your first reaction was
Tommy, I agree. That's why I 100% agree.
to pick up something to record the conversation.
Hey, Kelly.
I hope for your sake, Betty, and for your court record's sake, you got consent. What's up, Calamity?
Exactly, Kim. They accomplished nothing.
Anyways, you guys, I'm drinking my coffee. I got my coffee in hand. Oh, I didn't even see.
Ooh, girl. Yikes. What is going on back here? Why are you drinking coffee at like 9 o'clock at night? Also, just curious.
You guys get to hear how horrible my coffee. Probably.
You know what? I hate to say it, but Bern is right. What the hell is going on in the back of her hair? It looks like really, really bad extensions, or she's missing lots of spots. Just saying.
Because I'm out of water. Oh.
Thank you, Em.
Well, no more coffee tonight for me.
Wow.
At any rate, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. So I just wanted to get into this. You know, this was a conversation. This was shortly when we came back from the, you know, we did 2 trips out to Rogersville, Tennessee. Many of you guys know that. We went in December, and then we chose to come back in January, you know.
Again, you got paid to come back. Paid. Very, very big paid.
December, Benny met us out there, pretty hostile, I have to say.
I wonder why.
Pretty, you know, little cray-cray. We'll say that. Well, he was a little cray-cray. But, you know, after we came back in January, I have to keep monitoring something. And after he came back in January, you know, he called me. He didn't expect me to pick up. And of course, you know, first things out of our mouth, you can see it's pretty contentious at the beginning, and things kind of calm down a little bit. And of course, I'm wound tighter than a spring and a freaking carburetor, and it's just crazy. But at the end of the day, you know, it was actually a healthy communication, healthy conversation.
Wow. Okay. I cannot believe
Moving in Summer Wells' case, for the first time, we finally started seeing that law enforcement is truly looking at Don Wells and Candice Blythe.
Okay, it took Benny for her to realize that law enforcement's doing their job? Okay.
They're truly looking.
No, that's not what the article said. The article said it was a planned search and that there was no new developments that caused them to do the planned search.
Yeah, Betty is another thing. She doesn't know how to read an article properly. She has never restated an article correctly, ever.
That, like, you are again lying about what the facts are.
Yeah, her hair is not thick. Her hair is burned. It is disgusting. She literally looks like she has a mullet of burned hair. Her best bet is to get a pixie cut.
In and around only their property. They've cleared many witnesses, or many persons of interest, rather.
No, that's not what they...
But I don't even have to do it. Burnt toast is dead on. She's 100% right. That's not what the article said at all.
TBI said that they haven't cleared anyone.
Exactly. She doesn't go back now as it's not a big payday. 100%.
Period.
But they still have not yet cleared Don Wells or Candice Blythe. And, you know, with that being said, this is kind of interesting to hear, to say the least. to say the least.
Oh my gosh, get to the point. See, is she gonna play it? Does she play it?
No,
Does
I
she
didn't
actually
say
play
that,
it, guys?
Samantha.
Oh, bitch.
Okay, she plays it on there. I don't know why she. See, that's messed up. You. Oh, okay. Wow. She looks fun. Doesn't she look fun, guys? Wow. Okay. But apparently, she uses like Donwell's property. Oh, of them trespassing, right? Trespassing on private property. So let's see. See if she'll play it. Okay.
Benny Keys, how you doing, bitch?
What's up?
Is she not going to play it?
Oh, man, you see them voice notes I'm putting out about you?
I could care less. Why does it affect me? I could care less. If I got involved in every
Ooh, Betty. You did record him. Okay.
Okay, let me just say this. If my ex is joking around saying, yo, what's up, bitch? Well, guess what? I have your child. So you want to joke around with me like that? I'll say, what's up, dick? If someone on YouTube calls me up and says, yo, what's up, bitch? You don't even fucking know me. Who the fuck are you to call me a bitch like that? And she just, it's like second nature to her, like no problem. Speaks a lot about how little integrity or morals she has for herself or respect.
Okay. Wow.
asshole that got involved with me, I'd be going crazy.
You're snitching on Marissa all through, sweetie.
Huh?
I said you're snitching on Marissa all through, aren't you? It sounds like it.
Sounds like I'm doing what?
I don't know. I'm telling on Marissa.
Telling on Marissa how?
Go listen to my voicemails. The ones you keep leaving Donnie, I keep putting them on the YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go check them out.
Is there anything else that you got for me?
Sorry, barbecue. Yeah, just lock my number in, sweetie.
Well, it's coming up on my...
All this sweetie shit is making me cringe. She's not a sweetie. She's not your sweetie. But this is how little respect Benny has for women. And it's loud and clear. Because people that disrespect women do that. In California, do you know it is illegal to call a woman sweetie that you don't know? Swear to God, it is illegal in the state of California to do that. Florida, I don't know. But in California, I know it's illegal.
My Google Voice, so I don't have your number. It's only showing my Google Voice number that you're calling on right now.
I'll text it to you, Betty. I don't have a problem with you, Betty. I just don't like Molly.
I get it. I get it. So why do you keep dogging on me?
That's all. Because she's going to bring you down, honey. That's it, sir. I promise.
Exactly, Aluminum Braid. He does talk to everyone like that, but it's not right. Just because he does it doesn't make it right. That's somebody who has no respect for women.
Oh, this is so funny.
She's going to bring you down. Look what she does to everybody, honey. I mean, you met her doing the same thing she does to everybody else. And you know what? I do think that you had a thing with JLR, but the thing with Molly isn't the same thing. And that's just all it is.
I agree with him. I don't know kind of weird codependent relationship she has with JLR, but it's not nearly the same as her and Molly. And granted, when this was happening in January, they were still friends. They were all part of that.
Is it only illegal in the workforce? I just remember hearing it a long time ago.
Heels on the ground, illegal fake nonprofit. That's when this was recorded back in January.
I'm really glad that I could have a conversation with you because I'm really not a bad guy, I promise. Whatever
That's left for interpretation.
you guys think about the Wells, like we're all entitled to our opinions, but it's just that Molly is going to make it hard for you to continue to do work like you do that is very important,
Why is he kissing her ass?
Because it's like as soon as she didn't get her interview, Andrew, she was like, well, we got to move on to other kids now. Well, what do you mean? Like you tried to make a deal with that man. You said that if he gave you an interview, you would delete all the videos you ever made about him. I mean, it's just on and on to the next thing. I don't think.
Oh, Rap, I understand Benny. Believe me, I understand Benny. He's not the first person I've dealt like him.
You're that way.
Yeah, I agree. He's right about MGL. She doesn't care. Neither does Andrea. I think he realizes that now, but yeah, MGL does not care about these cases. If she doesn't get the interview, she will just be like, okay, fine. Next case.
We've been out in the freaking pouring ass rain, in the freezing cold in Tennessee, putting ourselves in danger.
Again, bitch, you got paid to do it.
Looking in abandoned buildings, looking under buildings, out in the freaking woods. I mean,
you got paid to do it. Oh, let's go to the poll. So out of, hold on. It's still calculating. Out of 382 votes, 66% said if they were paid $5,000 plus and an all expense paid trip, would you have gone to Tennessee doing the same things they do? 66% of you said yes. So there's that.
that doesn't sound like clout chasing. That doesn't sound, and none of that's even posted on my channel.
It is. Oh my gosh, she's lying. Oh my gosh, that's a lie. It is. It's posted on our channel.
If I was out about freaking ratings and money and all this other bullshit, I'd have that shit posted like what?
It's not about ratings and money. Why do you keep running donate? It's all about money for you, Bullhorn.
Andrew, I know it's not for you. That's the thing.
She played this old video tonight to get views the same time. Yeah, exactly. And that's why she has 499 and I have 923.
No, it's not for you, but for Molly it is. And I promise you, like, it's just going to be a lot of bad stuff that's coming down because I promise you they're charging people to the hilt from Tennessee.
Yeah, well, they can never charge us. They can never charge me, Olivia, or JLR because we follow the law explicitly.
Oh, notice she didn't throw Molly. What a team they were. What a fucking team. That's good teamwork.
Explicitly. We don't go on properties. We stay.
Girl, what are you doing right here? This is private property. And you guys just walked up here looking through someone's barn. And I think this is Donwell's property. All four of you did that. So don't be like, oh.
If I go on a trip with 4 people and one of them is doing illegal stuff, I can be held responsible if I'm not a team player and I let them do illegal stuff and I let them do the wrong things. That makes me just as bad as the person doing it. Just saying. Hey, Wyoming.
Oh, well, she did it, but we didn't. All 4 of you are equally guilty in that regard.
Stay on the public domain. We do our thing.
Andrew, I think you probably did. But the problem is that, it's like when you're yoked to 4 other oxen, everyone has to pull in the same direction or else, you're not going to plant no seed and you're not going to use any harvest. And you guys did.
Yeah, where's my thumbs up, people?
Great. Like, I remember watching you, like, I was like, who is this lady? I didn't even know anything about you. I'm like, she's down there getting it with.
I love how she's saying that she follows the law explicitly as she's breaking the law. Thank you, Gesu. You're right. You're recording someone without consent. That's correct. No, Bullhorn Betty, you do not explicitly follow the law. Yeah, she's actually breaking the law recording this. So, maybe you shouldn't live in Florida.
With the Bullhorn, I was like, no, girl. Because I too felt like, these people are probably no good. But it was as soon as you got with Molly, it changed the whole dynamic of your guys' group.
Yeah, but you came after us fucking hard, Benny, for no fucking reason. I had no clue who the fuck you were. And you pick up a fucking weapon and start yelling at us when we're unarmed people. Like, what?
Okay, Betty Bullhorn has more thumbs up than I do on this video. So we need thumbs up, people.
He didn't have a weapon. Stop being a sensitive bitch. He picked up a piece of wood. My gosh.
What the fuck, dude? You look like a complete asshole for doing that. You know that.
Wow. Listen to how she's talking, guys. This is very different than how she tries to present herself on her YouTube channel. Notice that? Okay. All right.
Can I just, something I noticed, this is the first time that I have seen this view of grandma's trailer from the house. I wish she would move this. It's the first time I've seen that. This area. So here's the back door. So sitting on the porch from this angle, she would have seen somebody out the back door. Do you know what I'm saying? She was sitting right here and the back door is here. Looks like there's a clear path. Anyone else notice that? Interesting. It's kind of hard to see, but you guys know what I mean? She would see it. You would hear it. You would hear the back door open, I think. I don't know, just something I noticed.
And you should be embarrassed with yourself for that.
I don't think I know that. I don't know that. It wasn't. I didn't focus this towards you, or that towards you, or JLR. It was focused towards Molly because she's the one that brought you that way. I do believe you would have been much more tactful if you were making all the plans yourself. That's, I guess, really all I want to say.
See, Kara, I always thought you couldn't either. But from this angle, it looks like you can. I mean, I know aerial views are different, but I'm just saying it looks like you can.
You're the leader, not Molly. And when you allow Molly to help lead the group, she leads you right into peril. And I think that you could do much better and do much more work all by yourself, Andrew. I swear, I'm not. This isn't no troll.
Am I being recorded right now?
What kind of fucking team was this? Just because Benny, almighty Benny, wants to throw Marissa under a bus, and there's Andrea laughing right along. Yeah, you're a real good friend there, Andrea. A real good friend. Terry, I'm not mad at you.
Now, am I going to go on live and see that you're talking about me yet again, about me? What the fuck? What the hell did you think I was bald for? I got to ask you that. Why in the world do you think I'm bald? I'm not fucking bald. I got freaking thick-ass hair.
You don't have thick hair, but thanks for showing the entire internet what your insecurity is. Wow. Okay. How about this? You have thin hair until you prove yourself innocent. How about that? But isn't that interesting? She's like, oh, you better not be recording me. Meanwhile, she's recording him the whole time.
Yeah, why would she say you better not be recording me when she's recording? I personally wouldn't speak to either one of them on the fucking phone.
Wow. Okay. Dang. Okay.
Why do you think that I'd be a pussy because I didn't come out in the road and beat up a girl? That's silly. So let's both stop it. Because a thug wouldn't go out and beat up Molly Golightly. A thug would be like, yeah, if you hit her, I'm about to bust you up. That's what a real thug would do. So you stop calling me kitty kitty and I'll stop talking. I mean, it was just, yeah, man, like I
had no choice. You stepped all up in it. And
I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Candice when she was young. I don't get the point of showing that.
Any real person, you would have never let it go, had to shoe it on the other foot.
What?
I promise you, guess what, Andrew? You got to know, I knew the law before I got there. You knew I couldn't touch you if you came on that property.
I knew that.
You knew I couldn't.
And we still didn't text.
Okay, hold up. I hope Marissa's people heard that loud and clear, because that's what started the whole blowout with the other two, the drug addicts. I forgot their name. Sorry, but they are. That's what started this whole blowout with them, because Marissa's people kept calling all of us, please call the police, please call the police, please call the police. Why did you need the police? Benny couldn't touch you. Andrew just said she knew that. Let me repeat that for those in the back. Marissa called everybody. Call the police, call the police, call the police. We need the police. Benny's going to get us. Well, Andrea just admitted that she knew Benny couldn't do anything. So again, that was more histrionic bullshit. And white boy whatever was 100% right. Was 100% right. And that Marissa did it all for fucking views.
We just still didn't step one toe. You know we follow the law ourselves.
Okay. We all know that's not true, but okay. Interesting to hear her.
This thing is excessive force in this country.
Okay, now she's sounding kind of inebriated. Okay.
You're exactly right. But had you made the campaigning and circuit of things you guys had done first before coming to my house, be a whole different thing.
Yeah, but I tell you what, you know we are legit. You know, Olivia, Jonathan, and I are legit. We freaking found, and you keep dogging us.
You know you guys are legit. You got to stay away from Molly. Guess what? I would support what you do, Andrew, sincerely. I would support real, legitimate protests if it didn't have Molly in it. Because it makes
What is your deal with Molly, anyways? Give me the lowdown, because I got you on the phone.
This is more of her exposing herself. I completely agree. This does not make her look good at all. But this is what happens when you record people without their consent, and then you think you're gonna try to make them look bad. And it's like, girl, this doesn't make you look good either. Thank you, Canadian girl. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that.
I agree.
Oh, fuck it. I might as well find out what the hell's going on.
Yarn, I agree, but Betty is no better.
Well, she the things that she did to the Cash Garden case were deplorable.
I didn't even watch that, to be honest with you. I have no idea what happened.
Didn't he sleep with Monica? Wasn't this proven that he slept with Monica? Right or wrong? Because I'm pretty sure that was proven.
Don't go back and look at it, honey, because you'll be like, oh my God. Like, so I live in Dallas. I'm actually like I live less than a quarter mile from where Cash Garden was killed at.
Mm-hmm.
And she came down here, and do I think Monica Sherrod is a good person? I don't. But because
you slept with her.
She does drugs and does this and that mean. I mean, hell, if she would have been doing drugs the night that little boy went missing, probably wouldn't have went missing. They'd have been up. So it's like, it's this crazy thing, and she always attacks all of the most sensitive angles about things, right? Like, I sat down with all the people in the Cash Garden case, and they were all so busted up about her. And then when this started up, like, she waited so long to do this, Andrea. She waited so long to make you guys look like.
Okay, Benny is now lying. One, Molly never went to Texas. That's first of all, which he says she went down there. She never went down there. Two, and I'm not sticking up for Molly, but facts are facts. Two, he slept with Monica and some guy too. Okay. I'm not going into those rumors, but Molly didn't wait for anything. Andrea and Jonathan found Molly. Molly didn't find them.
You were going there to check the police.
Legit, Andrea and JLR filed false police reports and lie in court. That's correct.
Absolutely.
And, I disagree with him. I do not like what she's doing. I do not like what JLR, Olivia are doing. What they're doing is not legit protesting, in my opinion. So that's definitely something that we are going to have to agree to disagree on.
Only for her to get there and say, okay, yeah, we had to come see ourselves. They are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I do know that.
Like, we knew that. I know you did, but I'm saying the things that she says, it completely leaves delegitimized. And I want guess what? I want Molly to be successful, I swear. But just at whatever Molly is good at.
Absolutely, Yarn. 100%.
That doesn't affect real people's lives.
I agree, Sticky.
Like,
I think
that's it. Fake COVID back scars.
Yeah. I think, I think so. It sounds like he's kind of gassing her up a little bit.
Without it coming all out. And let me tell you what, they called the Boy Scouts of America and turned turned her husband in.
Okay, Benny, that was you that did that. So let's stop trying to say they did. That was you that did that. That has been told to me that it was you. If I'm wrong, so be it. But I heard that you're the one that's done all that.
They forwarded all this stuff. So, like, now again, Molly's BS is going to affect her husband and her child that's a Boy Scout. Like, it's insane. It just has to stop.
Benny, you don't have that much power. Just saying.
I don't want anybody to get hurt, and or even their body or their feelings. Andrea, I really don't.
So why do you, let me ask you this, why do you support the well so hard? I mean, with all the information we found out, with all the people that we interviewed, it just keeps coming back. Even when you look at Candice, like she's got PTSD from down at the water hole. Why do you believe?
You don't know that. Again, that's speculation and your opinion. Like, prove that. You're not a psychologist. How are you going to diagnose someone with PTSD? You can't. None of us can.
That somebody came, you've been at that property. Where the fuck would somebody park a car to steal a kid? Where? Without it still sticking out like a sore thumb.
You're right. But let me tell you something, Miss Betty. Me and you, of all people, should be very respectful of due process. Because I've had just as much trouble as you've had.
And that's another thing. You keep blasting shit up about.
Okay, this is great, by the way. Burnt Toast did her research on this.
I mean, you realize I was a domestic violence victim. Like,
nope, you were the abuser. You were listed as the defendant in all of those charges. If you were ever listed as the plaintiff or the petitioner for a protective order, it would be listed on your record, and it doesn't. It's not.
Like, those arrests were dropped they never even went outside of me going to an arraignment for false allegations. They were dropped within 7 days.
Okay, let me just tell you something. Burnt Toast did a complete, to the point it was boring as hell, but did a complete survey, I guess you can call it, analysis of Betty's charges, and went so in depth that she read the police reports. At no point was Betty abused. Betty was the abuser. She read off every single report. Her ex-husband couldn't even read or write or something. Like, he's mentally challenged, I guess. And she abused him to the point where she would call the police. Are you coming to get me? It's still on Burnt Toast Live. Excellent live. It's long and it's very lengthy. And it runs a bit slow. But yeah, you can find all this out on the Manatee Criminal Court website. It's intense.
We've already talked about this. You beat the shit out of your husband and strangle him. You were charged, honey. You were charged.
7 days. I didn't even have to go to court.
Well, all I can say is that and I'm not focused on it. I know that they pick stuff up, and I heard the narrative, and the narrative said that you would punch guys or whatever. That's your business. I am not judging you.
But that was a false allegation. You realize in domestic violence, cops come out here in the state of Florida, somebody goes to jail. I have a choice of either taking the perp walk myself or coming home and getting my ass whooped even worse.
No. She's trying to spin this so hard. Oh boy, this does not make her look good at all.
Logan's mom, there's an emergency and you have to leave your child with Candice or BHB overnight. Who do you choose? I take my kids with me.
She recently stated that she has learned to read body language. Oh, she's a body language expert. Wow. Okay.
You have no idea what
I don't. And it's not, and you know what? That's maybe, I hate that it's to that point. And, that's one of the dynamics, Miss Andrew, that nobody knows about. And it sucks, right? Like, people say, oh, Benny, he has the domestic violence. Well, let me tell you what, like, my brother sucker punched me and I knocked him out. But it looks like I beat my old lady up. But it's not. And so I get it, right? You want to know what, Andrew? They say I'm a really really bad guy. I have 4 arrests on my whole record that you can see. I think
So he only has 4 and you have.
Okay, let me just say something. Having a criminal record doesn't make you a bad person. I know a lot of people that have criminal records that aren't bad people. I have a civil record, but I have things on my record. Doesn't make me a bad person. I don't care if you went to jail for 10 years. Doesn't make you a bad person. What makes you a bad person is how you treat people. That's what makes you a bad person. And Benny, the way you treat and talk to women, that's what makes you a piece of shit, in my opinion. But again, it's just my opinion.
Okay, girl. Wow, this is. If this was to make him look bad, oof.
4.
And then that whole strangulation, that
Yes,
strangulation
JR.
charge, that was dropped within literally
Tammy, I'm not sure.
3 days of me being arrested. 3 days because it was
I
all
believe you.
false.
It had to have been.
You were actually charged with that, and you pled down. I mean, we can get your record out and look at it. Like, I don't know why you're lying.
It had to have been dropped, or else you wouldn't, you would have a conviction. So, I'm not all the way aware of, what things look like when you read them, but, I'm not going to lie to you. I started to run your background one time, and then you hammer time my channel, and I didn't bitch about it. I was like,
Hey, Sarah.
that wasn't cool. And I didn't go back around and try to figure out a way to put Betty's information out there, so she couldn't strike you. It was like, okay, that was too far. I respected it. I didn't even appeal it. None of that. I was like, yeah, that was too far. But I promise you, hon, this is the thing I know. You doing the work that you do, if you lean it up and you run it as green and as tight as you can.
I'm looking at your record right now, Andra. The one where it says domestic battery by strangulation in the 3rd degree, the felony charge. Yeah, it says charge 1, domestic battery by strangulation, felony in the 3rd degree. And it seems as though it was either pled down, because also it didn't last 3 days. It lasted several months, from October 22nd, 2012 to December 27th, 2012. And there's all kinds of things here where it talks about how you were on bond, and there was a bond check, and you had to pay.
And let me just point out, Betty. Betty. You see how Burn Toast did that? She said, you have a criminal record that proves otherwise. Then while you were talking, she went and got it and showed it. Not like you, where she said, oh, I'll show you guys in 5 days. Or I'm going to save that for a later time. Betty, take some of this from Burnt Toast. If you say something, you then back it up. That's just how it's done around here. Not, oh, I'm going to save it for a later date.
Money. So it sounds like it was more than just, oh, it was dropped after 3 days. No, honey, that's not what the court docket says. Try again.
Opposite of Molly Golightly, I promise you, sponsorship. I mean, all kinds of things will open up for you.
How is Benny promising anybody sponsorships? Please explain this to me. Benny, she can't get a sponsorship. Nobody is going to even like what she looks like. She's the most unprofessional fucking lowlife I've seen on YouTube in this community. Just saying. Fucking moron.
But it's being, hey, how you doing? Yes. I know I had to check.
Hey, Elaine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Betty.
Okay.
Wow, Betty. So you're recording a minor in the background as well?
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that.
Wow, okay. Okay.
You can put some tip on there for you.
But she could have paused it through this or fast forwarded or something. Like the whole world doesn't need to hear that part.
This is why she dropped MGL. LOL.
Yeah, bail bondsman sponsor or a boxing sponsor or something.
No, but for real, Miss Betty,
Maybe.
you have a thing going. And the only thing is Molly, do I think she's a great mom? I think she has to be. Is she a good wife? I think she has to be. Or else those situations would dissolve. But as far, thank you, madam. You have a good night. As far as everything else is concerned, like her stink rubs off on you, and I don't like that for you. Just like just like no thanks stink still rubs off on me, right? And it's just, I know that you're not really familiar with the YouTube, and it's
we're TikTokers that converted over to YouTube. We have a massive following on TikTok.
Again, massive following based on standing outside Gabby Petito house. No talent, no real videos, nothing. And what's with the we? There's no we. You are on TikTok by yourself. What?
Massive.
No, you actually really don't compared to the people who are actually famous on that platform. No, and TikTok is designed entirely different. Getting a lot of views on things is not that difficult because just the nature of how it's set up. You're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, kind of like short.
And Olivia at least has other things besides Gabby Petito. I went to Olivia's TikTok. I've researched Olivia's TikTok way back when. Olivia started out doing some kind of crime story in the woods. I don't know. The girl has no fear. But it's something of in the woods. And then she lost her channel. I don't know exactly what it was, but it had nothing to do with Gabby Petito. It had to do with some supernatural story or some supernatural in the woods. That's where she gained most of her following. It had nothing to do with Gabby. Betty somehow meets Olivia and starts posting videos on TikTok from Gabby Petito. Betty, you have zero talent. Zero. At least Olivia has some talent. Just saying.
Shorts, it sort of automatically goes to the next. So it's very easy to get a lot of views on there. It doesn't mean that you're actually got a massive following.
You know what? I've never been on TikTok not one time. Never.
We converted over to, the only reason why we converted over to YouTube is because Olivia was,
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I keep thinking that and saying it and people aren't listening. For everyone that thinks Olivia is so amazing, she's really not. You want to see amazing editing? I can show you amazing editing. Olivia is average. She's new. She hasn't been editing her whole life. She is a standard, typical 23-year-old who she does editing on her Mac. She's not great. She's good. But in 10 years, will she be great? I think so. I really do. But as of right now, she's all right.
Was restricted to 3-minute videos, and the work we do needed to be much larger. And you got to admit, she's got a gift.
To you, because you're a lowlife. Just saying.
Yes, she does. She makes you guys look great. And that's the thing. Like,
that is true. She does make them look good.
You guys, like, her camera work, her editing, her color correction, all of it is absolutely stunning. But and I hate to keep going back to this, but it's like you guys got a Porsche going. You and Jay, like, do I agree with JLR? No. But guess what? The courts say he paid his due, so he's free. I don't have a problem with Olivia. It's that every time Molly comes into the scenario, like, she just puts a stink on you guys. And the one thing I know is that, like, when I get around somebody that's real hype, I get real hype. And I know I can see you're that way too. So when she's super manic, you're up there with her. And then it's like, oh, look at that. And I can see it. I know you're not that way. But, she is that way. And it's just, man, I don't want her to fuck up your thing for you.
Well, I'm not going to speak for him. I don't know what his motivation was saying all that. But regardless, this is not making her look good. Let's get forward a little bit so she plays a little bit more.
It is choppy.
Back. See what she's saying now.
All right, guys, there you have it, folks. It was a long ride to get here. I'm sure everybody has probably heard as much bull as they can. Get the boots, folks. Get the boots. You need the boots. So there's the interview that I had back in January. Again, didn't air it for quite some time. I was waiting for the right moment. Again,
Meaning the right moment. And this is what she said. I think it was either this morning or yesterday in one of her streams. Is she said basically like she was saying that Benny was blocking her ability to have more access to Donna and Candice. And she was mad about that. So she was like, okay, fine. You know, I'll contact them myself and I'll just release the recordings and blah, 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 blah. And it's very interesting. I know, right, Amanda? She said it was an interview. That was not an interview.
Yeah, that was definitely
Danny.
not an interview.
See, y'all are catching it. It was not an interview. Yeah, that was definitely not a channel. I'm not advocating for him. I'm not advocating for him. I don't know him that well, but the way that he was speaking and all of that stuff, like it sounded like stuff that he says on his channel already. She was the one that sounded completely different, dropping the F-bomb every 5 seconds. Let me see what she's doing. She's doing live. Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
okay, and they have lawyered up. And then we hear this interview where he's talking about their attorneys 2 months ago, which makes you wonder, is that when they stopped cooperating? Because Grandis in that interview with WJH.
Oh my gosh, I can't with that. Great live, Burnt Toast. Please make a Bald Betty song. Move over Black Betty. With respect.
I agree that Benny was playing her. Absolutely. Benny's not stupid. I think that's it.
Yeah, there's certain things for reals for 7 minutes.
I don't know what that is. Oh. All right. That was your 4-hour morning live. So I think it's time for me to mosey on my day. I got to check on Sage. I saw her get up for a minute. But yeah, I had to address all that. I just did. I was literally painting last night and pulling my fucking hair out listening to it. Did Benny tell her Candice has a lawyer? I don't know. Yeah, I started at 8:30. It's now almost 12. So maybe not 4 hours, but close. 3.5. Thank you, Rocco. So I know a lot of people like when I do reaction videos. Understand, I can only do really good reaction videos if I'm personally invested in it. If I know the full situation, and you guys better give me more thumbs up or One Juror Matter is going to get mad. Were there 490 votes? All right, let me go back to that. All right. $493 votes, and still 62% of you said if you got paid what she did, you would have gone out there. And I would have too. Hell yeah. LOL when you're reacting. No, I'm saying no, but I have to be personally invested in it for me to do a really good reaction. Like I couldn't just listen to somebody that I don't like and just do a reaction. I wouldn't have that same passion. But I mean, I called this bitch from day one. I knew exactly who this girl was from day one. I tried to warn Marissa. She didn't want to listen. Benny wants to blame Marissa for this. No, this was collectively all of them. And they used Marissa. Marissa was too narcissistic, too whatever to see it. But they allowed Marissa to do exactly what they needed Marissa to do to get the money that they needed to gain. So they are no better. All of them together collectively are all a bunch of users who lie, who are fake. And again, let me give a shout out to Burnt Toast, who did an excellent job on that. And like I said from the beginning, this was a reaction video to where Burnt Toast left off, is the best way I can put it. Burnt Toast was never personally invested. I was. So her personality and my personality are night and day, but this was a continuation from where she left off. I then went full throttle. So on that note, I want to thank everybody for being here, especially you guys. It lasted the whole 3.5 hours. I want to thank you to my amazing mods. It was wonderful seeing Sarah and a couple of other people I haven't seen in a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thank you, Em. I want to thank all you guys for super chats. On your way out, hit that thumbs up. That's free. It doesn't cost anything. I want to thank you to the new members. And I'm going to do a member stream Sunday. You guys got my word on that. And let me get to painting. I haven't checked PayPal or Cash App, so I'll thank you guys ahead for those. And I will see you guys later. I probably won't be on later because I got to finish this and I have some candles to make, but I will definitely be on tomorrow. And again, hit that thumbs up on the way out so One Juror Matters is happy. And if you like what you heard today, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.